What's up, everybody? Mike here for game Double Tap. We're going to be playing Beyond the Chiron Gate by John Ayliff, and it is just after dinner. We're going to have a good time. So, if you got some cool things you're drinking or eating, I'm knocking back some pretty tasty cookies, a little Diet Pepsi. We're going to have a good time. What we're doing is we're going to try to do the most difficult task. And if we fail, we're just going to crash the ship and start over again. So typically I'm very cautious when it comes to Beyond the Chiron Gate. I don't like to start all over. But this time we're going for the best possible solution. So that means we have to go for the least possible solution. The hardest ones to do. Which means we're going to crash a lot. Which is fine. We shall crash. That is fine. It's all about, games are all about taking hilarious risks. So, here we go. Let's do this. All right, so we got our ship. And thank you to My Noise BBA. We might be changing the music occasionally when we crash. We might change the music. Got this really good sound. I like this one right now. I was looking through some of the My Noise music selections, and this one called to me. It's got about a space theme to it, but it's also pretty and spunky. Yeah, we might change it a couple times. I'm trying to find what happened to my guitar riffs. There were some guitar riffs I really liked. Okay, Stargazer. Let's call our ship something better. Let's call it, where's my keyboard? Let's call it the Cookie. Our ship's name will be called the Cookie. Sound good? Cookie. All right, cool. Dice button. Cookie. Text field. Double tap to edit. Dice button. Continue. Link and main. Dice. Continue. Link and main. There we go. Hopefully the Star Explorer Chiron based on the solar system and the Chiron project selection resource candidates to 6 specialties. But the narrows of the gaming and only being marked on the carry explorer. So the selection must choose carefully. Pilot. Audio more starter. G/per. Keyword visible. All right. Audio dubbing. Volume. Speaking rate. 100%. 99. 80. 75%. 70%. Text selection. Lines. Words. Selected. Characters. Comma. Add. Edit. Vertical navigation. Form control. Links. Links are the best way to navigate on Beyond the Chiron Gate. All right. We need to choose our initial crew. Left paren. He. Link not found. Left paren. He. / him. Right paren. Well, who are we going to choose here? Can only be made large enough to carry 3x. Pilot. Image. Alda Vilmar's daughter. Always have to have a pilot. Left paren. She. / her. Right paren. Edit. Button. Piloted the first crewed missions to several Earth-crossing asteroids. Yeah. This game has everything. You could have pronouns, gender, everything. Yeah, I'm going to go with a pilot. Level 1. Left paren. 0 / 10. XP. Add. Button. Okay, one pilot. Pilot. Alda Vilmar's daughter. She. / her. Medic. By Young Ho Reed Bell. Medics are important. I don't know if it's that important yet. But medics do matter later. Left paren. He. / him. Right paren. Edit. Button. Help to cure an epidemic on Mars. Level 1. I don't know. Maybe. Left paren. 0 / 10. XP. Add. Button. Engineer. Image. Gotta have an engineer. You gotta get those early. They're important. Let's get one. Aishani Nagar. Left paren. She. They are terrible in the beginning. That's true. / her. Right paren. Edit. But help to design the Cookie. SRE. Level 1. Left 0 / 10. XP. Add. Button. Don't worry. They get better. Pilot. Alda Vilmar's daughter. She. / planetary. Suma. Left. He. / planetary science all around useful. They level easily. They do a little bit of everything. They're good at finding anomalies. They're actually pretty helpful. It's a toss-up between planetary science, medic, or maybe xenologist. Now, xenologist is the weakest in the beginning because they don't really have anything to discover because you haven't found any alien species. But it's good to get their levels up to 2 or 3. If you don't level them up, it's a lot harder later when you really need them to be really good. It's almost better to just level them intermittently, like switch off with them and let them get their crap out of the way so they're better. But I'm gonna go for planetary science. Then we'll bring in we'll take turns with the medic, xenologist, and you gotta have 2 pilots. So actually we need to get a second pilot. So we're gonna do some recruiting. I'm gonna always have 2 pilots. You gotta have a pilot every time. Always gotta have a pilot. A ship does not go out without a pilot. Just like a boat doesn't go out without a captain, a ship doesn't go out with a pilot. So,
him, right paren, edit, ocean, level, 1. Level, ocean, edit, right, him, / he, left paren, Suman Jankowski. Planetary scientist, image.
Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna take a planetary science.
Suman Jankowski, left paren, he, / him, right paren, edit, ocean survey, level, 1, left, 0, / 10, XP, add, button.
Okay,
pilot,
got all 3.
starter, she, / her, main, button, disabled, button, disabled, button.
What the hell?
Disabled, settings, button, Chiron Gate. Suman Jankowski, left paren, he, / left paren, link not found, confirm selection, link end, main.
Okay, let's confirm.
And the ship edges towards the eerily glowing ring of the Chiron Gate, ellipsis. At last,
right.
After years of preparation, the day comes. The umbilicals detach, leaving the cookie drifting between Chiron Base and the asteroid, floating weightless in the command module. The explorers tensely run through systems checks with Chiron Base control until the ship is confirmed ready. The all clear comes. Alga Domar's daughter fires the maneuvering thrusters, and the ship edges towards the eerily glowing ring of the Chiron Gate, ellipsis. Enter the gate.
Here we go.
Enter the gate. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Link not found. Crew. Image. Enter the gate. Link end. Main. Continue. Link end. Main. The wormhole's gravity takes hold, and the cookie rushes along a flickering tunnel of light. Gravitational eddies tug at the ship and turn the explorers' stomachs. The navigational sensors struggle to make sense of the exotic environment, but at last put together an image of a complex multi-dimensional network of wormholes through which the tiny cookie hurtles uncontrolled. Moments later, with the final shutter and power surge, the cookie shoots out of the wormhole and into normal space. Continue.
Right, cookie survives.
Crew. Image. Complementary. 3/3. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Main sequence star. Image. Star pattern analysis shows that the cookie has traveled hundreds of light years in a few seconds. The explorers watch as the sensors put together a picture of the alien star system. Kakum is a yellow-white main sequence star. Somewhat less massive than the sun, but somewhat brighter, whose surface frequently erupts into stellar flares. The cookie is orbiting the wormhole back to Chiron Base. Main sequence star. Kakum. Stellar flares. Small terrestrial planet. Kakub I. Travel. 6 fuel. Asteroid belt. Kakub asteroid belt A. Travel. 4 fuel. Small terrestrial planet. Kakub 2. Travel. 2 fuel. In orbit. Gate. Kakub gate. Return. Large gas giant. Kakub 3. Travel. 2 fuel. Medium terrestrial planet. Kakub IIA. Travel. 2 fuel. Small terrestrial planet. Kakub IIA. Travel. 2 fuel. Minor planet. Kakub IIA. Travel. 2 fuel. Cancel.
Right, so the mission with the Chiron Base is do as much as you can without running out of fuel, without killing everybody. We don't really care about that. We're going to kill whoever we decide to kill. The most important thing is we're looking for cool stuff. We're looking to do stuff we've never done before. We're looking for achievements. We're looking for wild stuff. So, doesn't matter. We kill everybody off. We'll just start again. So, I usually start at the bottom of the screen, and then I work my way back up. It's the easiest way. Your methods may vary, but this is how I do it. So what I'm going to do, let's go to the bottom.
Minor planet. Explore. Drag. Activate. Default. Explore image. Drag % app. Kakabiotic. Travel. Crew. 3/3. Fuel. Image.
All right, we're
Swipe
at the
up or down
bottom.
to select a custom
Good.
action. 3/3. Crew. Image. Cancel. Link end. Travel. 2 fuel. Link. Cancel. Link end. Crew. Image. Complementary. Cancel. Link end. Main. Travel. 2 fuel. Kakabiotic. Minor. Travel. Kakabiotic.
First, find out where you are. That's what I do.
Small. Travel. Kakab. Medium. Travel. Kakab. Large. Return. Kakab gate. Gate. Image.
This is where we are.
Swipe. In orbit. Image.
We're in
Swipe up or down
orbit.
to select a custom action.
So
then
we're in
double tap
orbit
to
at
activate.
Kaka Gate. I usually go down and hit the stuff below the gate first. That's how I do it.
Gate. Kakab gate. Return. Large gap. Kakab 3. Travel. 2. Medium terrestrial. Kakab IIA. Travel. Small terrestrial planet. Travel. Kakab. Medium terrestrial planet. Travel. 2 fuel. Kakab 3. Large gas giant. Image. Return. Link. Large gas. Kakab 3. Travel. Medium. Kakab. Travel. Small terrestrial. Kakab II. Travel. Minor. Kakab. Travel. 2. Cancel. Link end. Main. Travel. 2 fuel. Link.
Let's go to this first little planet.
The interplanetary fusion drive fires, and the cookie begins its first journey into an alien star system. The explorers begin their routine, checking over the systems, setting up their scientific equipment, and adjusting to life on board. Their training at Chiron Base has given them all experience of living in space, so there is nothing unfamiliar about their day-to-day lives besides the alien light of Kaka. At last, Kakabayak becomes a bright point in the forward windows, then a disk, and then begins to show detail. Alda Hilmar's daughter fires the engine burn that will place the cookie into orbit, while Suman Jankowski pores over the data as it comes in from the sensors, identifying points of interest for closer investigation. Continue. Link end. Main.
Okay, so beyond the Chiron Gate has some interesting bugs. So I'm gonna warn you in advance, there is a bug that auto-selects your choices. Usually takes a while for it to start kicking in. So that's one thing. Secondly, some pretty long menus. So you're gonna have to be really familiar with your rotor to move from point A to point B. And lastly, the only other negative thing to think about is this is an extremely hard game. But that is a negative to me, it might be to you. Now the positives. It's an extremely hard game. Number one positive of all. I hate easy games. Number two positive. This is a pretty detailed game, a lot of science, really cool stuff. Number three, you can name all your crews, select your genders, their pronouns, write their own history and edit their bio. Number four, really positive thing, name your own ship. You can do lots of research and really cool stuff like that. Number five, there are so many secrets. Number six, it has an in-game scenario, which is great. Number seven, there are millions of generated worlds to explore, which I really love. And it goes on and on. There are so many positives that the only reason why I never played it on the main channel was because I had too much problems with the bugs. And it became too frustrating to try to get through an episode when I had to spend 10 minutes fighting the bugs. So it just wasn't worth my time editing. But on Double Tap, it doesn't matter if I have a bug, I'm just gonna reset it, try again. So we have a little bit more luxury here. We don't have to worry about problems. If we don't like it, we'll just start over. Easy. All right, so let's get this first planet out of the way.
Drag %app. Edit. Vertical nav. Form controls. Links. Link not found. Link not found. Crew. Image. Complement. Explore image. Activate. Drag %app. Explore image. 3/3/3. Crew. Image. Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main.
Right.
Cookie. Matches orbit with. Kakabayatic. A small.
Kakabayatic.
Minor. I. Scans indicate unusually. Land regular structures. Deep beneath the surface.
Oh, whoa,
land.
whoa,
Landing.
whoa.
Would cost. Fuel. 0.
We already
Leave
have
orbit.
land
Ellipsis.
structures already? We shouldn't be finding land structures this early. That's xenology. See, you know, when I don't bring a xenologist, of course there's xenology going on. Of course.
Drag %app. Activate. Default. Leave orbit. Drag %app. Activate. Default. Period. 0. Land regular structures. Link.
Let's go regular structures.
2.5 centuries ago, Neil Armstrong's first step onto the moon was broadcast live to the whole human race. With no way to communicate through the Chiron Gate, humanity's first step onto an extrasolar planet will be witnessed only by the main landmark. 2.5 centuries ago, Neil Armstrong's first step onto the moon was broadcast live to the whole human race. With no way to communicate through the Chiron Gate, humanity's first step onto an extrasolar planet will be witnessed only by the cookie S crew. But a dozen cameras are recording the moment for posterity. The outer airlock opens, revealing the icy surface of Kakabayatic. The first human to set foot on a world beyond the Chiron Gate is Alda Hilmar's daughter, Ishini Nagarkar, Suman Jankowski.
I say we go for our pilot. Make our pilot. It's very important to get your pilot inspired early.
Cookie. S crew. Icy. Surface of Alda Hilmar's daughter. Link. Ishini Nagarkar. Link. Alda Hilmar's daughter. Link.
There we go.
Continue. Link end. Main. Alda Hilmar's daughter descends the ramp and solemnly places her foot on the alien ground. Her suit's medical monitor registers a brief spike in heart rate. The explorers all know that the Chiron project is a group effort between the Cookie S crew and the thousands of staff back at Chiron base. But even so, Alda will always remember that she was the first human being to set foot on an extrasolar planet. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main. At first, Kakabayatic S structure seems too regular to be natural, but Suman Jankowski runs models of the moon S formation and finds that its temperature, composition, and density were such that it formed as a single immense crystal. Continue.
Right, so remember, we're not trying to make the best choice. We're making the hardest choices. The least percentage chance to succeed. We want to do exceptionally well, which means we're not going to do the smart things. We're just going to be super. We're going to do ridiculous stuff. So yeah, it may look like we're trying to fail, but we're actually trying to see if we can pass the highest bars.
Link not found. Link not found. S formation and single immense crystal. Continue. Link end. Link not found. Link not found. Crew. Image. Explore image. Activate. Default. 3/3/3. 3. Crew. Image. Continue. Link end. Main.
Continue.
Engineer. Link. Image. The explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins.
Oh, we got our first problem. Radiation.
S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And soon. Kakabayak.
I
S surface
hate
will be flooded with
radiation.
dangerous radiation.
Solar
Engineer Nagarkar builds a
systems.
makeshift radiation shelter. 55%. The explorers try to get back to the cookie before the flare hits. 50%. The explorers stop to study the flare before returning to the ship. 30%.
Okay. Should we obviously making a now in this case we could do something not advised or just study the flare. Or we can try to build a structure. Now the safe bet is to build a structure. So I could go for to observe the solar flare. Because 30% is not much better 50%, 55% is not much better than 30%. Seriously. I'm going to show you. I'm going to take the 55%. We're going to fail them. We're going to fail anyway.
Drag percent add. S surface. Kakabayak. Link not found. Engineer Nagarkar builds a makeshift radiation shelter. Link.
Yeah, this is not going to work.
55%. Button. Engineer Nagarkar builds a makeshift radiation shelter. Link.
Here we go. Let's try to build the radiation shelter.
Failure. Aishani assembles a survival tent and lines its interior with radiation shielding. But at the part of the storm a tear appears opens in its fabric. She manages to repair it, but in doing so, she receives a dangerous dose of radiation. Continue. Link end.
Which is why I don't care. 55%. Don't even waste your time. You're not going to succeed.
Link not found. Of radiation. Dangerous of continue. Link end. Main. The cookie rests on the surface of Kakabayak. A small, cold, minor, ice, moon. A delicate balance of temperature and density during its formation meant that it formed as a single immense crystal. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link
Don't
end.
think there's
Main.
anything else here.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Link not found.
No, there's nothing else.
Period. Link not found. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, nothing got in on this planet.
Yellow white. Main sequence. Star. Kakabayak. Return. Link. Travel. 1 fuel. Link. Travel. 1. Link. Fuel. Link. Image. Return. Link. Visited. Cold. Image. Kakabayak. Minor planet. In orbit. Image.
Let's go to the next planet.
Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Only 1 fuel, which
The
is cool.
Cookie enters orbitum. Kakabayak. A small. Cold. Ice. Moon with low gravity. And a thick
We're on
carbon
the
dioxide.
moon.
Atmosphere. A dusting of land sulfur. Compounds covers its surface. Cooling at the bottoms of countless land craters.
Sulfur.
Land. Landing. Would cost. Fuel. 2. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Nothing valuable.
Link end.
These
Main.
are, you're looking for science and space platforms and bases. Those are valuable. Nothing here but just normal space stuff. Nothing valuable.
Link not found. Land craters. Link.
You're never going to find anything on this stuff but danger.
Suman Jankowski, the cookie, touches down on Kakam, Iod. Suman Jankowski finds that the craters are the marks of millions of years of impacts, all the way back to the star system's formation. Continue.
Okay? Nothing
Suman
good.
Jankowski, planetary scientist, level 1, planetary scientist. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie rests on the heavily cratered surface of Kakabayak. A small, cold, ice, moon with low gravity, and a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere. Its primordial surface bears the scars of millions of years of impact craters, dating back to the system's formation. A dusting of sulfur compounds covers its surface. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Sulfur. Link.
Let's go check out the sulfur.
Studying the sulfur layer, Suman Jankowski realizes that Kakabayad's surface must have been covered by volcanoes at some point in the past. The moon's low gravity means that lighter volatiles were lost to space, leaving sulfur compounds to rain down and become concentrated on the surface. Continue. Link end. Main.
I mean, that's some interesting facts. You learn a lot from this game, which is what I like about this game. There's so much science, and a lot of it is real. You know, some fantasy, but some real. Oh, excuse me. I don't think we're just gonna be basically what we're pulling up now is planetary science mostly.
Link not found. Link not found. Studying the sulfur. Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Crew. Image. Explore image. Activate. Default. Drag percent add. Studying the sulfur layer. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end.
I don't think there's
Main.
anything else here.
Cookie. Link not found. Surface up. Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found. Dating back to the system's formation. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, let's
Small
get out of
terrestrial
here.
planet. Image.
Nothing much on these
Image.
planets. Early planets don't have much.
Cancel. Link end. Main. Travel. 1 fuel. Link. Cancel. Link end. Travel. Visited. Cold. Image. Kakabayak. Minor planet. Return. Visited. Carbon dioxide. Low gravity. Cold. Image. Kakabayak. Small terrestrial planet. In orbit. Image.
Okay.
Travel. 1 fuel. Link. Kakabayak. Medium terrestrial planet. Image.
Okay, let's travel.
Kakabayak. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Right.
Suman
Another
Jankowski notices an energy surge from the star.
short
Kakum,
1
indicating the beginning of a
field
powerful stellar flare.
distance.
The current readings show only the leading edge of the radiation wave. Within hours, the cookie will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can handle, putting both its systems and the explorers at risk. Engineer Ishani Nagarkar braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the cookie S systems. 45%. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the ship. 30%. The explorers. Link.
All right, so another extremely low percentage chance of success. Don't even waste your time trying to survive this stuff. You have so little chance of being successful. Don't let those numbers fool you. When you hear 55, 60, 45, fail. Don't waste your time. Just try whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. You're going to fail. So let's go for something weird.
Take. Link. 30%. Button. Crew. Image. 30. Take. 45%. Button. Engineer Ishani Nagarkar braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protect. 45%. Take. Link. 30%. Button. End. Crew. Image. 3. Crew. 30. Take. Link. 45%. Button. Engineer Ishani Nagarkar braves the radiation to reinforce. At risk. The explorers will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can. At risk. Engineer Ishani Nagarkar braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the cookie S systems. Link. Engineer. Link. Image. Ishani Nagarkar. Link. Braves the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the. Link. Cookie. Link. S systems. Link. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the ship. Link. The explorers. Link. Take. Link. Shelter in the most protected part of the ship. Link.
So we can take shelter in the most protected part. I think that's the lowest percentage.
Link not found. Take. Link. Shelter in the most 30%. Button.
Let's go for the 30%.
Shelter in the most protected part of the ship. Link.
Go for the
failure. The explorers.
Well, we're going to fail
into
anyway.
the most protected part of the cookie. A narrow space surrounded by fuel tanks and fabricator feedstock. But even that fails to provide complete protection from the flare. Medical scans confirm that Suman Jankowski has received a dangerous dose of radiation, while the flare has damaged the ship. Engineer Ishani Nagarkar performs an EVA to examine the performance of the shielding in the aftermath of the radiation. 25%. Continue.
All right.
Link end.
So
Main.
sometimes you have an opportunity to explore a special anomaly that your ship encounters or your crew encounters. These are what I call the awesome moments. So they're very low percentage chance of success, but if you do succeed, you have most certainly a great opportunity to unlock a potential field to study. And so that's the roguelike part of Beyond the Chiron Gate. You really have to risk the biscuit if you're going to learn something for future crews. Yeah, you're going to lose a lot of ships, but if you don't take risk, you're not going to succeed. It's already hard enough to beat this game playing it ultra conservatively. So, don't expect to get really great at it the first few times out. You'll find a way to beat the game. It's not about beating the game. It's about unlocking the really weird stuff. So that's what really makes the game fun. The reason why I played this game so many times is I'm always trying to do something unusual. I can beat the game. I've beaten it many times. Not the point. The point is I want to do something weird and I want to succeed at doing something difficult. That's what makes it fun. So in this case, we're going to try to extrapolate what this little anomaly is. We have a 25% chance to succeed. Now, when we fail, this guy's going to take some damage, or he's going to get eaten, or he's going to cut himself, or he's going to fall through space, or he's going to kill himself. It's going to be a bad outcome. So risk first, reward. The greater the risk, the greater the reward. So you got to sometimes do it. So let's go for it.
Link not found. Engineer Ishani Nagarkar performs an EVA to examine the performance of 25%. Button.
Let's go for that 25.
Engineer Ishani Nagarkar performs an EVA to examine the
25%.
failure. Ishani. Space walks along the cookie S hull, taking readings and samples from the radiation-saturated shielding. Unfortunately, the stellar flare was not over, but only in a lull, and the radiation level abruptly rises again. Ishani hurries back to the airlock, but medical scans indicate that she has received a dangerous dose of radiation. Continue. Link end.
And again, if your crew takes 3 major injuries, they die. It's just like Pac-Man, you get 3 lives, So and this is the same thing. If you take you can take a lot of small damaging events, diseases, viruses, injuries, falls, concussions. But if you take 3 major injuries, you do die. So it's no penalty, really. But you need to have at least one person to get the ship back to Chiron Gate. So you can't don't kill everybody off, or else your mission fails. So
Space walks along the. Continue. Link end.
Continue.
Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end.
At this
Main.
point, we don't care.
Enters orbit. Cacti.
If we
A large,
lose somebody,
cold,
we lose somebody.
Ice. Moon width. Low gravity. And A. Thin. Carbon dioxide. Atmosphere. It orbits. Very close. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Land cratered. Link.
Let's check out the land craters.
The cookie touches down on Cacti. A. Suman Jankowski, planetary scientist. Level 1. Planetary scientist. Radiation sickness. Radiation sickness. 1/3. Determines that the craters are all geologically recent. Geological activity periodically resurfaces the moon, wiping any craters away. But these craters are the marks of a recent heavy bombardment that happened since the last resurfacing. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main.
All right, so
Link not found. Moon. Link not found. Continue. Link end.
let's
Main.
continue.
The explorers. Link. The explorers. Radiation. Monitors.
More
Begins.
radiation.
Leaving urgently. 1 of CACM. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And soon.
As you can-
Cacti. S surface
as
will be
you can
flooded with
hear,
dangerous radiation. Engineer Ishini Nagarkar
he
built a
died
makeshift
pretty
radiation
quick
shelter.
in this game.
35%. The explorers tried to get back to the cookie before the flare hits. 50%. The explorers stopped to study the flare before returning to the ship. 30%.
We're gonna study the flare because it doesn't matter.
The explorers. Link. 50%. But the 30%. Button. End. The explorers stopped to study the flare
Let's
before
study
returning.
the
Success.
flare.
Anxiously monitoring.
Oh, we
Clear.
studied the
Radiation
flare.
sensors. The
We
explorers
succeeded
set
at
up equipment to monitor the flare
30%.
before retreating to the safety of the cookie. Medical scans confirm that the radiation they received while setting up the equipment was not dangerous, and their gambit grants the valuable data on the star's activity. Continue. Continue. Link end.
Wow,
Main.
that's what I'm talking about. When you succeeded a 30% chance. Wow.
Link not found. Link not found. Cookie. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main.
Wow,
Take
that
off and
was
leave orbit.
impossible.
Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The unstable. Link.
Let's check out this unstable thing.
Seismic experiments determine that Cacti has a hot, molten core, whose heat powers the crust's tectonic activity. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Whose heat powers the crust. Continue. Link end. Main. Surface of the cookie rests on the heavily cratered surface of Cacti. A large, cold, ice, moon with low gravity, and a thin carbon dioxide atmosphere. Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found.
Yep.
Take off and leave
well,
orbit.
that's all we can
Ellipsis.
do.
Link end.
But I
Main.
love it.
Cacti.
We succeeded
Cacti
on a
is yellow white.
30% chance. That's awesome. That's what you want. That's what I'm playing this episode for. Not to beat the game. I'm playing to take the biggest long shots of all time.
Visited. Image. Cold. Cacti. Minor planet. Travel. Visited. Image. Carbon dioxide. Low gravity. Cold. Cacti. Small terrestrial. Return. Link. Visited. Carbon dioxide. Low gravity. Cold. Cacti. Medium terrestrial planet. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Link. Cacti 3. Large gas giant. Travel. 2. Large. Cacti 3. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Let's go to this one.
Cookie. S fabricator produces everything the crew needs out of stored raw materials, including their food. The damaged food fabricator malfunctions and produces spoiled food, which makes Suman Jankowski ill. Continue. Continue.
Oh well,
Link end. Main.
guess you're sick. Our food's making poopy food.
Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie enters orbit of Cacti 3. A large, very hot, hydrogen gas giant. It glows faintly with infrared radiation. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Okay.
Leave orbit. Infrared radiation. Link.
Let's check out more. Let's just keep going toward the radiation.
Cacti 3. Studying. Cacti 3. S radiation signature. Suman Jankowski determines that it is a brown dwarf, straddling the line between a large gas giant and a small star. It is not massive enough to sustain hydrogen fusion and ignite as a true star, but its core is able to fuse deuterium, which causes it to glow with mostly infrared radiation. Continue.
Okay.
Studying. Cacti 3. Continue. Link end. Main. Ishini Nagarkar. Link. Suman Jankowski notices an energy surge from the star, Cacti, indicating the beginning of a powerful stellar flare. The current readings show only the leading edge of the radiation wave. Within hours, the cookie will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can handle, putting both its systems and the explorers at risk. Engineer Ishini Nagarkar grades the radiation to reinforce the shielding protecting the cookie's systems. 0%. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the ship. 30%.
We have a 0% chance of succeeding. We're not. Okay, well, there's one thing to take a chance and another one's called suicide. If there's a 0% chance you're going to succeed, don't do it. You're not going to succeed. You can never succeed in a 0% chance. So that's not what we're here to do. We will always take something that has at least a small chance of succeeding.
The explorers. Link. Take. Link. Shelter in the most protected part of the ship. 30%. Button. Link not found. The explorers take shelter. Engineer Ishini Nagarkar grades the radiation to 0%. Button. The explorers take shelter in the most 30%.
Let's
the explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the ship. Link.
and fail.
Success. The explorers
Well,
crawl into
we
the most protected
failed.
part
We
of the
succeeded
cookie.
at a
A narrow space surrounded by fuel
35%.
tanks and fabricator feedstock, and wait for the stellar flare to pass. The density of the surrounding material protects them, but the delicate systems near the ship's surface have no such
Wow.
protection. Eventually, the radiation dies down and the explorers emerge to survey the damage. Engineer Ishini Nagarkar performs an EVA to examine the performance of the shielding in the aftermath of the radiation. 15%. Continue.
We have
Continue.
a
Link end.
15%
Main.
chance. We're going for it. I don't care. 15%. Let's do this.
Link not found. Ishini Nagarkar. Link. Performs an EVA to examine the 15%. Performs an EVA to
Go
examine the
for
performance
it.
of the shield. Failure. Ishini. Space walks along the cookie. S hull. Taking readings and samples from the radiation saturated shielding. Unfortunately, the stellar flare was not over, but only in a lull, and the radiation level abruptly rises again. Ishini hurries back to the airlock, but medical scans indicate that she has received a dangerous dose of radiation. Continue. Continue.
Well,
Link end.
we
Main.
knew that.
Link not found. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Hurries back to the airlock. Continue. Link end. Main. Continue. Link end. Main. Ishini Nagarkar has received a fatal dose of radiation. The other explorers can do nothing but make her final moments more comfortable. Dead. Ishini Nagarkar is dead. Continue.
Sorry, Ashia Magnaker. You're deceased. You did some valuable research, though.
Link not found. Is dead. Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All
Link
right.
end. Main.
Moving on.
Leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found.
Let's leave orbit.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Now, we
Link
can't
end.
lose
Main.
too
Kaka.
much crew.
Kaka is A. Yellow white.
Because
Main
if we
sequence.
lose
Star.
too much
Somewhat less massive
crew,
than the Sunbot. Somewhat
that's
brighter.
no good.
Whose surface frequently erupts into stellar flares.
And we don't
The
want to lose
cookie
our
is in orbit.
pilot.
Kaka. 3. Main sequence star. Kaka. Star.
Because you need your pilots to gain experience. Okay. So we got 2 crew left. We can do a couple more missions, but I don't want to blow up the ship this early.
Visited. Image. High gravity. Very hot. Kaka 3. Large gas giant. In orbit. Travel. 2 fuel. Link. Kaka gate. Gate. Image. Travel. 4 fuel. Link. Kaka 2. Travel. 4 fuel. Link. Kaka 2. Small terrestrial planet. Travel. 6 fuel. Link.
Let's bypass the
Cookie.
gate.
S fabricator produces everything the crew needs out of stored raw materials, including their
Our
food.
poor
The damaged
crew
food
is
fabricator
eating
malfunctions and produces spoiled food, which
irradiated
makes
food.
Suman Jankowski ill. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main.
Poor crew's eating terrible food.
Continue. Link end. Main.
Sorry,
Leave orbit.
dudes.
Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie approaches. Kaka asteroid belt A. A sparse. Very hot. Rocky. Asteroid belt. The asteroids are land unusually dense. For bodies of their size, landing would cost fuel 0. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Well, asteroids don't cost you any fuel, so that's a good place to land if you're short on fuel.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Land unusually dense.
Let's
Link.
land on the dense
The
area
main
of the
landmark.
asteroid.
The cookie sets down on one of the bodies that make up Kaka asteroid belt A. The belt's surprising density proves to be because most of the belt bodies were once part of a dense planetary core. The belt was once a planet, which broke up for unknown reasons. Continue.
Okay.
The main landmark. Continue. Link end. Main. Planetary. Link. Image. Many of Kaka asteroid belt A. S asteroids are incredibly dense. Parts of the core of the planet before it broke up. Their structure must be incredibly resilient. And Suman Jankowski thinks that they could yield insights that could be applied to spaceship construction. If the explorers can safely retrieve a sample. Planetary Suman Jankowski attempts to retrieve a sample. 35%. The explorers log their findings and move on.
All right. So you can always take the easy way out, which is no percentage. It's a full 100% success. You won't, if you see something that says 0% chance, that means you can still fail. But if you see something that says they can just leave, that means you can 100% succeed at that. They don't tell you that, but you can. But we're not here to be that safe. We have a 35% chance to discover some really unknown science, which could help our crew do some research later on. And that's what we want. We want all, this ship, it may not succeed right away, but you know, we're trying to get as much. Your first cruise, they're like the Star Trek Enterprise. You know, Star Trek, Starfleet Enterprise. You know, the Enterprise, like going out to different planets. You know, touching slimes and getting eaten and getting bit by lizards and being controlled by strange off-worldly deities and stuff like that. You're supposed to take risks. You're supposed to do weird stuff. And then your next cruise are a little bit more refined. You know, they're like Next Generation, Captain Picard, you know, folks like that, Geordie LaForge. They're much more intelligent. They're not doing Captain Kirk stuff, you know? So yeah, that's the whole point. You're supposed to take risk early on, and then later your next missions, they'll have a little bit more knowledge. So let's go for this 35%.
Explore image. Suman Jankowski. 35%. Suman Jankowski.
Come
Link.
on, Suman.
Success. The process takes hours and blood
Yes,
to sample drill.
Suman.
Suman
That's what I'm
Jankowski at last comes away with a
talking
piece suitable for study. If the Chiron Project's
Yes.
engineers could make hull plating out of this material, the cookie would be more resistant to damage. Armor plating. The armor plating upgrade can now be researched at Chiron base. Continue.
Armor
Continue.
plating
Main.
means we have one extra hull shielding against asteroids, and that's really good. Armor plating is really important. That's good. So this has already been success.
The process takes off. Continue. Link end.
Let's keep
Main.
moving.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Rest on one of the link not found. The remains of a planet. Link.
Let's check out remains of the planet. It usually doesn't lead to much.
The asteroid belt appears to have been formed when a planet. Main. Landmark. The asteroid belt appears to have been formed when a planet collided with another body so violently that both shattered and the debris spread out across the planet's original orbit. Continue.
No, nothing happened there.
With another body so continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie rests on one of the small bodies that make take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main.
Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and
Kaka.
leave.
Kaka is.
All right, we've been
yellow
doing
light.
really good. So, like I said, we lost a crew member, but that's fine.
Very hot. Image.
All right, let's find out where we are.
Hydrogen gas giant. Image. Visited. Image. Very Caca 3. Large gas giant. Travel. 4 fuel. Caca Gate. Gate. Image. Travel. 2 fuel. Caca 2. Small terrestrial planet. Return. Link. Visited. Image. Very hot. Image. Caca asteroid belt A. Asteroid belt. In orbit. Image. Travel. 2 fuel. Link.
Let's go to the next planet.
Zuman
Next, I think it's the next
planetary
asteroid.
scientist. Level 1. Planetary scientist. Radiation sickness. Radiation sickness. 1/3. Terrestrial infection. Terrestrial infection. 2/4. Becomes increasingly weak and feverish. In the artificial environment and microgravity
Oh my
of
God,
Cookie.
he's-
S cabins. His immune system is having difficulty fighting off his illness. The explorers try to treat him. 30%. The explorers. Link.
All right, he's getting so sick. He has like 2 radiation sicknesses, 2 terrestrial illness infections. He's so dead. Dude, you're so done. We're gonna have to leave. If he dies, we need to leave because we can't do this with one crew member for very long. But yeah, I think he's done. I think he's so done. Let's see if we can help him.
Sumanjang. Planetary. Level 1. Planetary radiation sickness. Left 1/3. Right paren. The explorers try to treat 30%. But crew. Image 2. Crew 30%. Button. The explorers
We'll try to treat him.
Link.
It's gonna fail.
Failure. The explorers do what they can, but space travel has weakened. Suman. S immune system and the infection continues to progress. Continue. Continue.
Oh,
Link end.
well.
Main. Continues to progress. Continue. Link end. Main.
All right, he's gonna
Leave orbit.
die.
Ellipsis. Link end. Main.
All right.
Duh. Cookie.
Yeah, he's
Enters
gonna
orbit.
die
Caca
pretty
by.
soon.
A small. Very hot. Rocky.
We're gonna
Planet
keep
width.
going,
Low
though.
gravity. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Land cratered. Link.
Let's check out the land craters.
Period. Duh. Cookie. Touches down on. Caca. What look like impact craters are actually the remains of extinct volcanoes that once covered the planet.
Ooh,
S surface.
volcanoes.
Suman Jankowski is now level 2. Continue.
Oh, we got somebody to level 2 on the first mission. That's really impressive. That's really not easy to do. Because we're just doing everything possible.
Touches down on. Continue. Link end.
Let's
Main.
continue.
The explorers. Link. The explorers. Radiation. Monitors. Begins.
More
Leaving urgently.
radiation.
1 of. Caca. S periodic stellar flares is beginning. And soon.
He's
Caca
gonna
by.
die.
S surface will be flooded with dangerous radiation. The explorers try to get back to the cookie before the flare hits. 50%. The explorers stop to study the flare before returning to the ship. 30%.
Well, we already did the 30%. It doesn't matter. The 50% is going to be just as bad. We're not going to succeed at either one, so we take the 30%.
Try. Link. To get back to the link. Cookie. Link. Before the flare hits. The explorers stop to stop. The explorers. Link.
We're just going to check it out.
The explorers stopped. 30%. Button. The
Let's
explorers stopped to study the flare
explore.
before
Let's
returning.
study it.
Failure. The explorers begin to set up flare monitoring equipment, but the radiation level increases faster than they had anticipated. By the time they abandon the equipment and retreat, it is too late. And Suman Jankowski and Alda Hilmar's daughter have both received dangerous amounts. Continue. Continue. Link end.
I think
Main.
we lost another crew member.
Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Well,
Link
we
end.
actually
Main.
survived.
The cookie. Rest on the heavily cratered.
Well,
surface
we're
of
so
Cacti.
close to
A small,
losing
very hot,
everybody.
rocky. Planet width. Take off and leave orbit. Unstable. Link.
Let's check out unstable. We're
Whose heat
still
powers the crust
pushing
tectonic
it.
activity? Seismic experiments determine that Cacti has a hot, molten core. Whose heat powers the crust tectonic activity? Alda Hilmar's daughter is now level 2. Continue.
Wow, we got somebody to level 2 already. God, both of them to level 2. I think might be time to go. I really don't want to lose that level we got from. We're pushing these guys to the limit.
Is now level. Continue. Link end. Main. Alda Hilmar's daughter. Link. Suman Jankowski. Planetary scientist. Level 2. Planetary scientist. Radiation sickness. Radiation sickness. 2/3. Terrestrial infection. Terrestrial infection. 3/4. Begins feeling uncomfortably hot inside his suit. A suit diagnostic reveals that the suit's cooling system is failing and can no longer fully compensate for the planet's oppressive temperature. The explorers link their suit's life support systems to share the load. 50%. Alda Hilmar's daughter hurries Suman back to the cookie. 30%.
Neither one is going to succeed. It doesn't matter if you take the 50 or the 30. You're going to fail.
Hurries. Link. Hurries. Link. 30%. Button. End. Main. Hurries. Link. Failure. The explorers beat a path back to the cookie, carrying Suman, who is now limp and silent. Once in the airlock, they peel him out of his suit but find that he is suffering from heat stroke. Continue. Continue. Link end.
All right.
Main.
See?
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end.
All
Main.
right.
The cookie rests on the heavily cratered surface of Cacti.
I think we've done
very hot,
all we
rocky,
can
planet width,
do.
low gravity.
Let's
It was
head
once
back
extremely
to
volcanically-
base.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Link not found. Molten core. Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Rest on the. Link not found. Heavily cratered. Surface of. Cacti. A small. Very hot. Comma. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end.
We're going to
Cacti
take off.
Is A.
All right. We're going to go back to base. We've really pushed these folks beyond their limits. There's not much else to explore.
Very hot. Image. Visited. Image. Very. Return. Link. Visited. Low gravity. Very hot. Cacti. Small terrestrial. In orbit. Stellar flares. Image. Cacum.
Oh, that was it. We actually explored everything in the system. We did it. A complete study. Let's go home.
Cold. Image. Visited. Travel. 8 fuel. Cancel. Crew. Image. 2. Crew. Can. Travel. Cold. Minor. Travel. 8. Visited. Carbon dioxide. Low gravity. Cold. Image. Cacti. Small. Travel. 8. Visited. Image. Carbon dioxide atmosphere. Low gravity. Cold. Image. Kakab medium terrestrial travel. 8 fuel. Visited. Image. Hydrogen gas giant. High gravity. Very hot. Image. Kakab 3. Large gas giant. Travel. 6 fuel. Kakab gate. Travel. 6 fuel. Link.
Let's go back to the gate.
Cookie. S damaged life support system is struggling to provide clean air and water for the crew.
Every
The current
time
project's engineers built enough
you're
safeguards into it so
done,
that it will
you
not
need
fail
to
out
make
like
sure you
the
have enough
cookie
fuel
is
to
intact,
use the
but a failure
gate.
of the air scrubbers leads to Suman Jankowski becoming sick. Continue. Continue. Link end.
Yeah,
Main.
I know. My ship's air sucks. The radiation shielding sucks. Everything in this ship sucks.
Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Dead. Image. Suman Jankowski. Planetary scientist.
No.
Level 2. Planetary scientist. Injured. Injured.
No.
1/3. Radiation sickness. Radiation sickness. 2/3. Terrestrial infection. Terrestrial infection. 4/4. S terrestrial infection has become fatal. His remaining companion can do nothing but make his final moments more comfortable.
Sorry,
Dead.
dude.
Suman Jankowski is dead. Continue.
Simon is dead.
Continue. Link end.
Sorry,
Main.
Simon.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The
Time to go
cookie
home.
Approaches the gate. Leading back. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Gate. Link.
Let's go home, folks.
Stairs out of the Alda Hilmar's daughter. Pilot. Level 2. Pilot. Inspired. Inspired. Radiation sickness. Radiation sickness. 1/3. Stairs out of the cookie. S forward window. Mesmerized by the flickering lights of the wormhole. She looks deeper into the wormhole. 35%. She tears herself away.
What should we do? We're already inspired, so if we look through the wormhole, we're just going to get depressed. We're doing it.
She looks deeper into the wormhole. Link. 35%.
Let's
She looks
go.
deeper into the wormhole. Failure. Wormhole space is fast,
Fail.
hostile, and fundamentally incomprehensible to the human mind. Alda despairs of ever understanding the universe. Continue. Continue.
Doesn't matter.
Link end. Main. Link not found. Continue. Link
She was
end.
going to
Main.
be in the med bay for a long time.
Continue. Link not found. Continue. Link
She was
end.
going to be in the
Main.
hospital for a long time.
Link not found. Link not found. Crew. Image. Explore image. Activate. Default. Period. Continue. Link end. Main. S return breakout bottles of champagne. The project's engineers begin examining how the ship
Yes,
performed on its
2
mission,
people
and the research
dead,
groups
we
get ready to
break
study the
out
data it brought
champagne.
back. A feeling of triumph and jubilation spreads throughout the base and across the inhabited solar system. Humanity's first interstellar mission was a
so
success.
funny.
Once again, the
They break
cookie
out the
rushes through flickering tunnel of
champagne,
light,
2 people
and then emerges
died.
into the middle of Chiron Base. Alda Hilmar's daughter quickly gets the ship spinning under control and brings it into dock with the shipyard. After losing her crewmates, Alda Hilmar's daughter is relieved to see the familiar constellations and the yellow light of Sol in the floating habitats of Chiron Base. Personnel who had been anxiously awaiting the cookie S return breakout bottles of champagne. The
Cookie
project's engineers begin examining how the ship
survived.
performed on its mission,
That's
and the
all
research
that
groups get ready to
matters.
study the data it brought back. A feeling of triumph and jubilation spreads throughout the base and across the inhabited solar system. Humanity's first interstellar mission was a success. Continue.
Okay.
Continue. Link end. Main. The base's designers solemnly begin designing a memorial to the dead. Silence falls in the Chiron base control room as Alda Hilmar's daughter reports the 2 deaths. Everyone knew that exploration beyond the Chiron Gate would be risky, but the first death still come as a shock. The base's designers solemnly begin designing a memorial to the dead explorers. Hopefully not too many more names will need to be added to it on the cookie.
Oh,
S
there's
future
going to be a
missions.
lot
Continue.
of names added to that memorial. All right. So, what we're going to do is get ourselves some more crew. We did a good, solid amount of research. Let's check out what we did.
Continue. Link end. Main. Everyone knew that Continue. Link end. Main. We've learned to partially control the gate. The WRG spokesperson says, by modulating the energy we feed into it, we can partially open it to 5 possible destination systems and get enough readings from them to determine each one's star type. Then we can fully open the gate to any of them we choose. While Alda Hilmar's daughter recovers and engineers prepare the cookie for its next voyage, the wormhole research group studies the newly activated gate. At last they call a general meeting of the Chiron project to present their findings. We've learned to partially control the gate. The WRG spokesperson says, by modulating the energy we feed into it, we can partially open it to 5 possible destination systems and get enough readings from them to determine each one's star type. Then we can fully open the gate to any of them we choose. That's the good news. The bad news is that the gate is unstable. Each time we open it, the network shifts so that the 5 possible destination systems change. We can't visit the same system twice. Furthermore, it decays a little each time we use it. After 19 more openings, we'll no longer be able to open it wide enough to accept a ship. The gathered project personnel look at the images of Kakum with new eyes. These are likely the only images that human eyes will ever see of that star system. But any number of other star systems are now within reach. We have to assume that the gate's builders had a way of controlling it. The wormhole physicist continues. If the cookie can reach the Gata builder's home system within the next 19 trips, we might learn enough to keep the gate open indefinitely. If we can't do that, ellipsis, we'll be locked out of the stars forever. Gate origin homing. The gate origin homing. Upgrade can now be researched to Chiron base. Gate nexus locator. The gate nexus locator. Upgrade can now be researched to Chiron base. Continue.
All right. So those are the 2 main researches you need to do in order to beat the game. And we're not really trying to do that. If we do it, I'd be surprised. However, we're also doing really good because we got the hull integrity improvement, armor plating, which is really good. The real way you succeed in this game is you've got to get the weird research in there. You got to find the cool stuff. The crew is not too hard to level up. You just have to make them do everything. You have to push them to their limits. All right, so our pilot, as I told you, we need more than one pilot, right? I told you we need a lot of pilots. So let's go get some crew. Let's go check out how much R&D we've done.
Continue. Link end. Main. We have to assume that the gates continue. Link end. Main. At the heart of the base, the asteroid has been excavated to reveal the Chiron Gate. Link.
Let's go to...
Link not found. Memorial. R&D lab. Link.
Let's go to R&D lab, find out how
Shipyard.
much research we
Cookie.
have.
Rests in the cradle of Chiron base's zero gravity ship. Done. Link end. Main. Crew. Image. 0/3. Fuel. Image. 100%. Hull integrity. Image. 3/3. Planetary science. Image. 103.
Not bad. 103 planetary science.
Biology. Image. 0.
No biology.
Xenology. Image. 0.
And no xenology.
0 end. Complementary.
That's actually pretty good for planetary science. We can actually purchase something.
Before it collapses. Link not found. Done. Link end. Main. Link not found. Headings. New line. Selected. Links. Headings. System scanners. Heading level 2. Gate scanners. Heading level 2. Planet detector. Planet detector.
Okay, so I use headings to move through the R&D menu. Headings work pretty well here.
Gate scanners. Heading level 2. Ship armor. Heading level 2.
Okay, let's check out if we can buy ship armor.
Armor plating. Image. Armor plating. Newly discovered extrasolar materials could be used to construct a protective shell around the cookie. Period. Planetary science. Image.
Yep.
50.
See, that's why you do it. Now we can buy it.
Install. Button.
Let's go install that.
Install. Gate
Cool.
drive. Gate origin homing. Gate
That's
origin homing.
great. Now we
Study of the
have
subatomic resonance of
4
artifacts from spacefaring
armors.
civilizations
That's
to allow the
great.
Chiron project to gate scanners. Heading ship armor. Gate drive. Heading level 2. Shipyard. Heading level 1. Main. The cookie. Rests in the Chiron Gate can be used. Gate drive. Heading level. Gate origin homing. Ship armor. Heading level. Armor plating. Newly discovered extra cookie. Period. Installed. Gate scanners. Heading level 2. Planet detector. Planet detector. Analysis of gravitational fluctuations in the wormhole vortex could reveal the number of planet-sized bodies in the destination
That's
system.
actually good too, so you know how many planets. So you go to the ones with the most planets.
Planetary science. Image. 50.
Let's install that.
Button. Installed. Gate
Okay,
drive.
we're out of-
Gate origin homing. Gate origin homing.
Let's go
Study of the
and
subatomic
get some
resonance of
crew.
artifacts from space. System scanners. Heading level 2. Audio ducking. Off. Headings. Links. Done. Link end. Main.
Get out of
At the
there.
heart of the base. The asteroid. Chiron Gate. Link. Memorial. R&D lab. Link. Crew quarters.
Let's go to
Link.
crew quarters and
Crew
get
quarters.
ourselves.
Hopeful interstellar explorers await selection in Chiron base's
some
habitat wing.
peeps.
Where the most headings. Crew quarters. Hopeful interstellar medic. Byung Ho Reed Valve.
Well, we could probably get ourselves a medic.
Left paren. He/him. Right paren. Edit. Button. Help to cure an epidemic. Total skill. Plus 5%. Plus 5% level 1. Left paren. 0/10. XP. Add. Button.
Let's get
Remove.
medic.
Byung Ho Reed Valve. Biologist. Usage 1. Left paren.
We need another pilot, so we're gonna have to recruit one.
He.
Let's go down.
Recruitment. Heading level 2.
You gotta recruit. That's really important.
While the Chiron cookie. S discovery. Pilot. Recruit. Pilot. Recruit.
We need pilots.
Pilot. Recruit. Pilot. Planetary science. Image. Pilot. Recruit. Pilot. Image.
But you have to have some pilots to recruit, and I don't have any.
S discoveries. But pilot. Recruit.
Yeah, it would be a button there if it was ready to be recruited.
Pilot. Planetary 0.
But if you don't have that, you can look for another job.
Recruit. Medic. Recruit.
No,
Medic. Biology. Image. 0. Recruit. Button.
I don't use very many biologists.
Engineer. Image. Recruit. Engineer. Xenology. Image. 0. Recruit. Button.
I do use xenologists, so we're going to recruit that xenologist. And as long as the cost is 0, it doesn't cost you any of your precious research.
Recruit. Medic. Byung Ho Reed Valve. He/add. Button. Recruitment. Heading level 2. While the Chiron project. Cookie. Hospital. Heading level 2. Recruitment. Heading level 2. While the Chiron project has cookie. S discover. Pilot. Recruit. Pilot. Planetary science. Pilot. Recruit. Pilot. Planetary science. 0. Recruit. Button.
We can get another planetary scientist.
S discoveries. But
There
the
we
cost
go.
of doing so will add. Button. Recruitment. Heading. While the cookie. S discovery. Pilot. Image. Recruit. Pilot. Planetary science. 10. Recruit. Medic. Image. Recruit. Medic. Biology. Image. 0. Recruit. Button.
Just grab all the ones that
Recruit.
cost 0.
Pilot. Marika Cask. She. Medic. Image. Recruit. Engineer. Xenology. 10. Recruit. Planetary scientist. Image. Recruit. Planetary scientist. Planetary science. 0. Recruit. Button.
Take another one. I don't want too many planetary science. They're not that useful.
Biologist. Recruit. Biologist. Biology. 0. Recruit. Button. Xenology. Recruit. Xenologist. Xenology. Image. 0. Recruit. Button.
Xenologists are actually really useful. I'll take another one.
Recruit. Pilot. Marika Cask.
All right,
She.
now we're
/her.
good. We got a
Edit.
few
Fleet transport ships for the Mars
extra
terraforming project.
xenologists.
Total skill. Plus 5%.
We
plus
got a
5% level. 1. 0.
couple
slash
extra
10.
people.
XP. Add. Medic.
So let's go fill. Let's put a xenologist
Edit.
on
Leading member
board.
of the Global Medical Research Society.
We weren't
Total.
able to get a pilot, unfortunately. Pilots are really important.
Recruitment. Heading level 2. Add. XP. 10/0. Left paren. 1% left. 5 plus percent 5 plus total skill. Published several. Edit. Button. Right paren. Him/he. Left paren. Ethan Warren. Xenologist. Image. Chat.
We'll get Ethan. We'll take Ethan. That's fine.
Add. XP. slash 0 left paren 1% 5 plus percent 5 plus totals leading member edit button right paren him slash he left paren Carol Van Achter xenologist image chat
or we can take Carol. I've had Carol before. I'll take her.
Carol left he slash him right edit leading member of the mark total skill
Or he,
plus 5% plus 5% level 1 left paren 0 slash 10 XP add button.
All right, we got
Remove.
a xenologist.
Marika task crew quarters heading level 1 main hopeful interest pilot Marika left she
And let's get ourselves a biologist this time.
slash her right edit flute total 5% level 1 left 0 slash 10 x add medic chalk left that right edit button leading mem total plus 5% plus 5% 1 left paren 0 slash 10 xp add button medic image by left he him right edit help total plus 5% plus 5% 1 left 0 slash 10 xp remove but engineer image John left paren
No. Yeah, well,
Slash.
we could get engineer, but we just killed our last one.
left paren they slash them right paren edit leading member total skill plus 5% plus 5% level 1 left paren 0 slash 10 xp add button
Let's just take the engineer.
remove
All right, I think we're
Marika
good.
task G audio ducking new line selected headings audio ducking volume speaking rate text selection lines words characters edit vertical navigation form controls links confirm 3/3 selected
All right, we
link
got
end,
3.
main, the cookie
One of the most important things is to unlock more crew members. That's really important. Goes hand in hand with doing some early recruiting. So yeah, you try to unlock your crew quarters as soon as possible. More crew quarters, the better. All right. I think we're good.
Chiron Gate link memorial link Chiron
Let's
Gate
get on the
link.
ship and let's go.
The Chiron Gate can be used 19 more times before it collapses. It can take link not found. Travel link. Travel link. Cancel link. Travel 5. Giant white.
All right, so now we have a choice of 5 different systems as that long introduction to what happened. It's fine. It doesn't matter which one you take. If they sound interesting, you take it. If they don't sound interesting, take a different one. Doesn't really matter. They're going to keep changing. You're looking for alien technology. You're looking for technology for your ships. All these early missions, you can play ultra conservative. You should be able to get your crew up to at least level 4. That's going to take a lot of practice. But if you do, you have a chance of getting your crew to the max. I think the highest level I've ever gotten a crew member to was 9. I do believe. Maybe I'm exaggerating. It was probably 8 or 7. But that's a very powerful crew member. Almost everything they do is perfect. But it's going to take a lot of tenacity to get somebody that high a level. I mean, you got to actively avoid suiciding them into something. But yeah, you should be really careful. But if you're just having fun, just take risks. That's what games are all about. Play the game. That's the whole point of games. Play the game. So let's just take some random system.
Dwarf star image travel link 2 dwarf red Barahinia red dwarf red Barahinia
Barahinia sounds interesting.
red dwarf 2 travel link.
Let's go to
Something moves alongside the
Barahinia.
cookie in the chaotic non-space of the wormhole tunnel. It is visible to the explorers. Eyes as a knot of flickering light, and to the ship's sensors as a fractally complex interplay of energy fields. It moves as if alive and curious, drawing close to the cookie, and then backing away. Xenologist Carol Van Achter wonders if it might be intelligent. 35%. The cookie stays alongside the phenomenon in order to scan it. 50%. The explorers avoid the phenomenon. The explorers. Link.
All right. So again, whenever you hear the explorers don't do something and there's no percentage, that means you have a 100% chance of being able to do that without penalty. But mind you, if you play it too conservative, you could miss the 35% chance of your xenologist interacting with this alien species and possibly becoming inspired, learning something really cool, or unlocking a ton of xenology research points. Take a risk and see what you like, see what kind of style. I'm going to go for interacting with this space worm.
The explorers avoid the phenomenon. Link end. The cookie stays alongside the phenomenon in order to scan it. Xenologist Carol Van Achter wonders if it might be intelligent. Link. 35%. Xenologist Carol Van Achter wonders if it might be intelligent. Link.
Go for it.
Failure. The cookie
Fail.
holds its course alongside the phenomenon while Carol stares at the scan results, feeling as if he is on the verge of a profound understanding.
Yeah, he failed.
Until it seems to become
That's
agitated
fine.
and rams into the cookie. Continue. Link
That's why
end.
we have
Main.
that extra hull rating. We have that extra hull armor for naughty little worms.
Link not found. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Small gas giant. Image. Barahinia.
All right.
A. Red. Dwarf.
Well, this
Much
is
less
a
massive
small
than the sun and
system.
much
What's
dimmer.
going on?
The
I hope this
cookie
is not
is
too
orbiting the
small.
wormhole back to Chiron Base. Dwarf star. Barahinia. Gate. Image. Barahinia Gate. Return. Cancel. Link end.
Yeah,
Main.
this is a small system.
Return. Barahinia Gate. Gate. In orbit. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Let's go to this next little planet
The
here.
cookie. Enters orbit. Barahinia 2. A small.
Barahinia
very
2.
cold,
This is a small
ice,
system.
Planet with low gravity. It is surrounded by a ring of small bodies. Its uneven surface could make it difficult to find a landing site. Its surface is covered in what look like land impact, craters, land, landing, would cost, fuel, 2, leave orbit, ellipsis, leave orbit, ellipsis, link end, main, land impact craters,
Let's
link.
go check out the impact craters.
S-craggy surface unfolds with fractal complexity. Areas that look relatively flat from high altitude prove to be covered in cracks and ridges that look too uneven for the ship's landing gear to cope with. As the cookie descends from orbit, Barahinia 2, S-craggy surface unfolds with fractal complexity. Areas that look relatively flat from high altitude prove to be covered in cracks and ridges that look too uneven for the ship's landing gear to cope with. The explorers trust the autopilot to set the ship down. 50%. The explorers abandon the landing and return to orbit.
Okay, so the problem with no pilot is your other folks don't know how to fly. You have to rely on the AI. It's not very reliable, but you can't always get multiple pilots. So we're just gonna let the AI try to land the ship.
The explorers trust the autopilot to set the ship. 50%. Button. 50%. Base. 50%. The explorers trust the autopilot to set the ship down. Link. Success. The explorers wait anxiously, but the ground proves not to be as uneven as it appeared from above, and the
Good luck,
autopilot
we
manages
did
to find
good.
a flat enough area.
50-50
cookie
chance.
comes to a rest leaning at a noticeable angle, but otherwise safe. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main.
It's pretty good. We got lucky.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Byung-ho Reed Valve. Main. Landmark. Byung-ho Reed Valve finds that the craters are the marks of millions of years of impacts, all the way back to the star system's formation. Continue.
Now, when you hear them just throwing out some exposition and description, that means your team is just doing what their jobs are. They're researching, they're learning, they're getting skills, and they're gaining experience. Those are all good things.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie purchased precariously on the craggy surface of Barahinia 2. A small, very cold ice planet with low gravity. Its primordial surface bears the scars of millions of years of impact craters, dating back to the system's formation. It is surrounded by a takeoff ring of small bodies. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Now, you're listening for those things called links. I use link controls on my rotor because those are the best ways to navigate this menu. You can also swipe through line by line. It's not as accurate. To me, links and headings are what works in this game the best. So let's go with, check out these takeoff rings, which are kind of like, I guess, rings around a planet or something. A lot of this is really pretty heavy science.
Takeoff ring. Link.
Let's go check out the
Takeoff. Link. Ring. Link. Takeoff. Link. Image. Up arrow.
takeoff.
The bodies comprising the ring system date back to the
Takeoff
star
ring.
system's formation. When they were captured by the cookie returns to orbit. The bodies comprising the ring system date back to the star system's formation. When they were captured by Barahinia 2. S gravity but failed to coalesce into a moon. Continue.
And this is all planetary science, but planetary science is good because planetary science pays for a lot of research.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie is in orbit of Barahinia 2. Could make it difficult to find a landing site. Link not found. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link
All
not
right,
found.
there's nothing else here, so we're just going to leave orbit.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Small gas giant. Image. Barahinia is a red dwarf. Barahinia. Dwarf star. Period. Barahinia 2 is in orbit of cookie. The. Period. Travel. 1 fuel. Link. Travel. 1. Link. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1.
Let's go
Link.
1 travel.
The cookie enters orbit of Barahinia I. A small, cold,
Barahinia
gas giant.
I.
It is in an land-eccentric orbit that takes it very close to Barahinia and is surrounded by a ring of small bodies. Land descending into the atmosphere would cost fuel 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main.
Now, keep in mind, whenever you land on a planet, it is going to cost you fuel. So you need to monitor how much fuel you have. You can also increase your fuel with research, but that's also very rare. Mostly, you're going to be dealing with 100 fuel. Almost every landing is going to cost you anywhere from 2 to 8 fuel or more. Also, making like evasive maneuvers because of asteroids, monsters, problems are also going to cost you fuel. You can also make course alterations, but that's also going to cost you fuel. So you got to be careful. You need to also have enough fuel to get home. And to get home, you need to get back to the gate. So be careful how much fuel you use. But if you like to live dangerously, there's lots of weird things that happens when you make mistakes. So try that first. Have fun first. Play the game first. Then later on, you can make all those executive decisions.
Link not found. Leave orbit. Ring. Link. Land eccentric orbit.
Let's
Link.
make an eccentric landing.
S atmosphere. The cookie
So,
descends into
eccentric
Barahinia I.
landings
S
are a little
atmosphere.
bit
The
more
planet.
difficult.
S composition does not match the rest of the system, suggesting that it is an interstellar rogue planet captured by
that's
the star's
good.
gravity. Continue.
Making eccentric landings and weird landings and dense landings are really important because you're all about trying to get that research.
S composition does not continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The. Captured by the star's gravity. Link not found. Take off ring. Link.
Let's take off the takeoff ring.
The. Cookie. Emerges from. Barahiniae. S atmosphere. Barahiniae. S ring system turns out to be. The remains of the moon. That came too close to its parent and broke up. Continue. Continue.
It's
Link
been a
end.
pretty
Main.
boring trip so far. These guys have had no problems. Like, our first trip was like, phew, it's like some serious business.
Continue.
Like a
Link
Deep
end.
Space Nine issue. We're doing some Deep Space Nine stuff going on in there, you know? Doing some Voyager stuff, man. Pretty difficult. This mission's more like one of those next generation visits to like one of those super chill worlds, you know?
Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The. Cookie is in orbit of Barahiniae. A small, cold, hydrogen gas giant. It was an interstellar rogue planet captured by the star's gravity. A large moon wandered too close to the planet within the last few thousand years and broke up to form a spectacular ring system. It orbits very close to Barahinia. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
All right, looks like nothing happened.
To form a link not found. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Let's leave
Link
orbit.
End. In orbit. Image.
I think we're
Barahinia.
almost about done.
Red.
This is-
Dwarf. Much
think
less
this is
massive
a very
than the sun and
small
much
system.
dimmer. Return. Link. Visited. Image. Hydrogen gas giant. High gravity. Cold. Image. Barahiniae. Small gas giant. In orbit. Image. Barahinia. Dwarf star. Image. Period. Barahiniae. Is in orbit of.
All right, that's it. It was a too small system. We got to go home. There's nothing else to do. There's no point in going back to planets. You can't rediscover the same science. You can't go back and forth, getting free discoveries. At least I don't think so. I've tried it. It doesn't do anything. So once you've landed on, visited all the planets, you can go back home. Now, mind you, if you decide you're not going to do something dangerous, it doesn't offer you a chance to change your mind. So remember, if you really want to do something, you have a one shot at that thing to do. So, but if you decided to leave a planet after not exploring the whole thing, you can always go back and finish exploring. So don't worry if you don't finish everything on a planet, you can go back. But just be aware, when you decide you're not going to do something on a planet, it takes that particular choice away from you.
Travel to fuel link cancel link end travel to fuel travel 1 visited low gravity image very low visit travel gate Barahinia gate travel to fuel link.
Let's go back to the gate.
Chow Kravchenko begins to suffer from nausea and finds it hard to concentrate.
Small
Medical scans confirm
system.
that they are suffering from an infection that explorers brought from Chiron Base. It would not normally be serious, but in the enclosed artificial environment of the Cookie S habitat ring, any infection is potentially deadly. Medic Byong Ho Rietveld treats them in the medbay. 75%. Medic Byong Ho Rietveld tries to treat them while isolating them to prevent the infection from spreading. 55%. Byong Ho Rietveld link.
So you can treat them, which means your medic will gain some valuable experience, or you can isolate them, which means your other crew members maybe not be infected. It's always better to let your folks you brought along on the mission gain experience in their field of expertise. So doctors like to treat medical illnesses, so let them treat it.
System. Illness from home. Medic Byong Ho Rietveld 75. Medic Byong Ho Rietveld
And he
treats
has
them
a
in the medbay. Link.
75% chance to succeed, which, by the way, isn't 100%. It isn't magical. It isn't a magical bullet. He could still fail.
75. Medic Byong Ho Rietveld treats them in the medbay. Link. Failure. Something about the
There you
microgravity
go.
and confined. Artificial environment makes it harder to treat the illness, and it fails to respond to. Byong Ho has efforts. The infection will cause Chow problems until it can be properly treated at Chiron Gate. And the cramped quarters of the
75%
methane in that.
chance
Byong
and
Ho
failed.
is also infected. Continue.
And guess
Link
what?
end.
Because
Main.
I failed, another crew member was infected, but it doesn't matter. We're going home. But then that could slow you down if you just want to keep rapid fire, leveling up a crew member. What you don't want is crew members to have downtime if you're trying to get them to max level, which can be very advantageous for the end game.
Link not found. Continue. Link not found. Period. Continue. Link end. Main. The Cookie approaches the gate leading back to the 97% battery power. Not charging. Status bar item. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Gate. Link.
Get out of here.
Cookie. An object drifts across the Cookie.
Ooh,
S path through the
another
wormhole. It is barely
mysterious
visible in the crackling
object.
maelstrom, but the scanners manage to resolve it as a solid chunk of rock. A piece of the normal universe somehow intruding into this strange space. The explorers try to match velocity with the asteroid in order to study it up close. 30%. The explorers ignore the asteroid.
I always go, since this mission is all about taking the riskiest chances, let's go for that 30% chance.
The explorers try to match 30%. The explorers try to match velocity. Success. The maneuver would be trivial
Oh,
in
we
normal
did
space,
it.
but here in the wormhole, the Cookie must contend with the spatial warping and malfunctioning navigational system. Somehow, the explorers manage to safely come close to the asteroid for a few seconds, letting the scanners get a picture of material saturated with a million years of wormhole radiation. Continue. Link end.
There we go. See, that's more science for us now.
Link not found. Period. Continue. Link end. Main. To the explorers who have lost their lives on previous missions. Chow Kravchenko, Anne, Bayong Ho Bell. Report to Chiron Base's hospital wing to deal with the consequences of the mission. Alda Hilmar's daughter has fully recovered and is available for the next mission.
There you go.
Cookie. Orbits within Chiron
The
Base.
daughter
A
is
cluster of
back.
space habitats orbiting the asteroid 2060 Chiron. Potential crew members await
We
selection.
have our pilot back. Let's go find out if we have any other science we can study. Then we'll get Hilda some cool crew members.
Chiron Gate. Link. Link not found. Memorial. R&D lab. Link.
Go back to our R&D.
Shipyard. Cookie. Rest. Done. Link end. Main. Crew. 1/3. Fuel. Image. 100%. Hull integrity. 4/4. Planetary science. 40.
40 planetary science.
Biology. 0.
No biology.
Xenology. 0. And.
Oh,
Complementary.
we didn't learn any xenology. That sucks.
0 and. Complementary.
Nothing really great here. We didn't learn anything. You need at least 50 to do any research.
Done. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Atmosphere scanner. Done. Link end. Main.
Let's get
At
out
the
of
heart
here.
of the base. The Memorial. Link. R&D lab. Link. Crew quarters. Link.
All right, let's go
Crew
get us some
quarters.
crew
Hopeful interstellar
members.
explorers await selection in Chiron
Let's
Base's
also-
habitat wing, where the most
Let's
prominent.
also try to recruit some more pilots.
Edit. Vertical navigate. Form controls. Links. Headings. Recruitment. Head. While the Chiron cookie. S discovery. Pilot. Recruit. Pilot. Recruit.
Oh, come on, give us a pilot.
Pilot. Planetary science. Image. 10. Recruit. Medic. Image. Recruit. Medic. Biology. Image. 10. Recruit.
No, we don't want any. We got a lot of biologists already.
Engineer. Recruit. Engineer. Xenology. Image. 10. Recruit.
Yep, everything's a little bit more expensive.
Planetary. Recruit. Planetary science. 0. Recruit. Button.
We'll recruit another planetary
Recruit.
scientist.
Pilot. Alda Hilmar's dot. While the Chiron cookie.
All right, so we'll keep trying to get a pilot, but let's go ahead and get the pilot we do have.
Recruitment. Heading level 2.
Let's get ourselves another xenologist. You got to start getting your xenologists leveled up. You need at least 2 or 3 of them.
Add. XP. 10. XP. Add. Button. Remove. Pilot.
Little trick
Alda
I
Hilmar's dot.
do is I use heading and I move up from the recruitment and I walk back with a swipe to the left and you're at the bottom of your crew members. Then the process of selecting them is right there at the end of their script of information. Then you can just double tap, right? Game double tap. So then you click heading.
Crew quarters. Heading level 1. Main. Heading not found.
See, heading is really a very valuable thing to work with links.
Hopeful interstellar pilot. Image.
Now we have a pilot, so we're doing good. So we have a pilot, we have a xenologist. This time we're gonna grab a biologist.
Alda. Left. She. Her. Right paren. Her. She. Left paren. She. Slash. Her. Right paren. Edit. Button. Piloted the first crewed missions to several Earth crossing. Total skill. Plus 10%. Plus 10% level.
As you can hear, she's gone up in level, so that means she has even a better chance of being helpful.
2. Left paren. 0/20. XP. Add. Button.
I think
Remove.
I forgot
Alda Hilmar's daughter.
we
She.
added a
Slash. Her.
xenologist.
Edit. Piloted the first crewed missions to several Earth crossing asteroids.
We had somebody left over from the last mission, so I actually think we might be full.
Audio ducking. Headings. Links. Confirm. 3/3 selected.
Yeah, we're full.
Link end. Main.
So we'll just check what we got. Somebody's going on a round trip.
Cookie. Orbits within Chiron Base.
Somebody's
A cluster of
getting
space
that
habitats orbiting the
OT.
asteroid 2060 Chiron. Potential crew members await Chiron Gate. Link.
Somebody's getting some OT.
The Chiron Gate can be used. 18. More. Link not
All right,
found.
let's find a better system. Last time we went to too tiny a system.
Cancel. Link end. Travel. 15. Giant.
All right, so there, you got to listen to the numbers because we deliberately unlocked the planetary number from research. That tells you a system has a lot of planets. It's really not great to go into a system with a few planets. It's not that helpful. You want to get a system with at least 8 to 10 planets.
Yellow white. Chamukulite. Giant star. Travel. 8. Subgiant. Yellow. Musica. Subgiant star. Travel. Link. 7. Main sequence. Yellow. Hadissa. Main sequence star. Travel. Link. 10.
10 is a good number.
Pulsar. 10. Travel. Link.
Yeah, 10 is
Wonders
just
if it might
about
be
right.
intelligent.
15 is a little
Something
too
moves
much.
alongside the cookie in the chaotic non-space of the wormhole tunnel. It is visible to the explorers. Eyes as a knot of flickering light, and to the ship's sensors as a fractally complex interplay of energy fields. It moves as if alive and curious, drawing close to the cookie, and then backing away. Xenologist Carol Van Achtern wonders if it might be intelligent. 35%. Xenologist Ethan Warren wonders if it might be intelligent. 35%. The cookie stays
We have
alongside the
two
phenomenon in order to scan
xenologists.
it. 50%. The explorers avoid the phenomenon.
All right, so when you have multiple professionals aboard, you have a choice. You can level up the weaker one, or you can continue to make the superior one stronger. It's your choice. So we're gonna let we can probably take another damage from one of these space worms. So let's check out.
Xenologist Ethan Warren wonders if it might. 35%.
We have a
Button.
35% chance.
The cookie stays alongside the phenomenon in order to 50%. Button.
Cookie can just stay alongside the creature. It might still ram us. It's possible.
The cookie xenologist Carol Van Achtern. Link. 35%. Carol Van Xenologist. Link. Xenologist Carol Van Achtern wonders if it might be intelligent. Link. 35%. Button.
Let's let Carol play with this little creature.
Xenologist Carol Van Achtern wonders if it might be in failure. The cookie holds its course alongside the phenomenon while
Nope.
Carol stares at the scan results, feeling as if he is on the verge of a profound understanding, until it seems to become
Carol,
agitated and
you're
rams
0
into
for 2.
the cookie. Continue. Link end. Main.
0 for 2, Carol.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Cos beta. Cos is a binary
All
system
right, this is
consisting
a big system. This is good. Where are we located at?
of cos gate.
Okay, we're down at the gate.
Return. Small gas giant. Cos 8.
So I like to start at the bottom and work my way up.
Travel. 4. Cancel. Crew. Image. Cancel. Link. Travel. 4 fuel. Link.
Let's go back down to the bottom planet, then
The
come right
cookie
back up.
enters orbit of cos 8. A small, very cold, volatile rich gas giant. It has a somewhat land-eccentric orbit and is surrounded by a
Hey.
ring of small bodies. Land descending into the atmosphere would cost fuel 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Leave
So
orbit. Ellipsis.
rings in
Link
a
end.
centric orbit. Pretty standard stuff.
Main. Ring. Link. Land-eccentric.
I always take the landing first.
The cookie descends into cos 8 S atmosphere. The planet S composition does not match the rest of the system, suggesting that it is an interstellar rogue planet captured by the star's gravity. Continue. Link end. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Easy money.
Link end. Main.
This has been
The cookie
pretty
floats
calm.
within the atmosphere of cos 8. A small, very cold interstellar rogue planet. Take off ring. Link.
And the takeoff ring usually doesn't
The
have
cookie
anything.
emerges from cos 8 S atmosphere. The bodies comprising the ring system date back to the star system's formation, when they were captured by cos 8 S gravity but failed to coalesce into a moon. Continue.
Okay.
Link end.
No
Main.
problems.
Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The
There's
cookie
no
is
need
in
to
leave
do
orbit.
anything
Ellipsis.
else.
Link
This
end.
is a
Main.
simple bit of research. No
Leave orbit.
problems.
Ellipsis. Link end. Main.
Just go ahead and leave orbit.
Cos beta. Cos is a binary system consisting of high gravity image, volatile rich gas, explore image. Visited. Return. Link. Visited. Volatile rich high gravity. Very cold. Cos 8. Small gas giant. In orbit. Image. Travel. 4 fuel. Link. In orbit. Travel. Cos gate. Gate. Image. Travel. 8 fuel. Link. Gate. Image. Travel. 8 fuel. Link.
Just bypass your gate.
Carol Van Achtern
and then go
notices
to
an
your
energy
next
surge from the
place.
star, cos alpha, indicating the beginning of a powerful stellar flare. The current readings show only the leading edge of the radiation wave. Within hours, the cookie will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can handle, putting both its systems and the explorers at risk. The explorers priorities protecting the ship systems. 30%. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the ship. 30%. The explorers. Link.
So again, these are very low chances you're going to succeed. So whatever you want to take is up to you.
Carol Van Achtern notices an energy surge from the cos alpha, indicating the beginning of the explorers priorities protecting 30%. Button. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the 30%. Button. Link not found.
So you can choose. This mission is a little tricky. So it's offering you a chance to protect the ship or protect your crew. Your choice. It's up to you. I'd rather protect the crew. I'm not worried about the ship because I have a little bit more hull plating.
The explorers take shelter in the most protect 30%. Button.
But
End.
you're going to
Main.
fail anyway.
The explorers take shelter in the most failure. The explorers crawl into the most protected part of the cookie, a narrow space surrounded by fuel tanks and fabricator feedstock. But even that fails to provide complete protection from the flare. Medical scans confirm that Carol Van Achtern has received a dangerous dose of radiation, while the flare has damaged the ship. Continue. Link end. Main.
So it damaged the ship and we got poisoned. So again,
Link not found.
that's how it
Continue.
goes.
Link end. Main.
No
Leave
sense in
orbit.
worrying
Ellipsis.
about it.
Link end. Main. The ring. Link.
Let's go check out the ring.
The bodies comprising the ring system date back to the star system's formation, when they were captured by main landmark. The bodies comprising the ring system date back to the star system's formation, when they were captured by cos 7 S gravity but failed to coalesce into a moon. Continue.
Okay,
Link end. Main.
that's good.
Pilot. Link. Image. cos 7 S magnetic field channels charged particles
And
into
now we
radiation
got a
belts,
radiation
similar to the Van Allen belts surrounding Earth. The Van Allen belts have been thoroughly mapped, but the
Van
explorers
Allen
do not know the exact shape of
belt
cos 7 S
issue.
magnetic field, so they have no warning before the cookie S orbit carries it into a region of intense radiation. Pilot Alda Hilmar's daughter changes course to stay out of the belt. 80%. The explorers trust the cookie S radiation shielding. 50%.
All right, so now we have a pilot that can actually do something about these problems. And this is where you start making elite party members because they're starting to get good at your job. That little extra 5 or 10% makes a big difference. But we're going to let her get us out of this little trouble. 80%, you have a good chance. Don't count on it, though.
S magnetic field. So, they. Pilot Alda Hilmar's daughter changes 80%. Pilot Alda Hilmar's daughter changes course. Success. A controlled engine burn stab releases the cookie. S orbit in a low radiation zone between two belts. And monitoring the radiation levels during the maneuver teaches the explorers a little more about the planet. S. Magnetic field. Comma. Continue. Link
Well,
end.
we did
Main.
good.
Continue. Link end.
Let's continue.
Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie is in orbit of cos F. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Land eccentric. Link.
Oh, we got to do that. Our eccentric landing. Forgot to do that.
The
go
cookie
land.
descends into cos 7 S atmosphere. Carol Van Achtern studies the planet S composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue. Link end. Link
Not
end.
much
Main.
going on here.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Take off and leave orbit.
Let's go ahead and
Ellipsis.
take off.
Link end. Cos beta. Cos is a binary system consisting of H2 key. Link not found. Link not found. High gravity. Image. Explore image. Activate. Cost gate. Return. Link. Travel. 4 fuel. Travel. 4. Link. Travel. 4. Link. Fuel. Link. Image. Cost gate. Gate. Image. Return. Visited. Hydrogen gas. High gravity. Very cold. Cost 7. Small gas giant. In orbit. Image. Travel. 4 fuel. Link.
And then we're going up.
Cookie. Enters orbit.
Basically,
Cost
we're
via.
moving
A small.
up the screen.
Very cold. Ice. Moon width. High gravity. It orbits. Very close. To cost 6. And is. Tidally locked. Always keeping the same face to its parent. Its surface is. Land unstable. And frequently erupts with icy. Land. Cryovolcanoes. Land. Landing. Would cost. Fuel. 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main.
So this sounds like a volcanic ice world. So there's going to be some problems, innate issues. So remember, pay attention to the description. When you hear it say eruptions, volcanic actions, meteorites, gravity, density, poisons, those are all things that are going to potentially affect your crew.
Land cryovolcanoes. Link.
Let's try the volcanoes.
Study of the cryovolcanoes reveals that
The volcanoes.
Cookie. S engine strained to set the ship down safely under. Cause via. S high gravity. Study of the cryovolcanoes reveals that cause via. S ice sheet is constantly stretched and compressed by tidal flexing.
So it's a
causing ice to melt along
icy
fault lines and
volcano.
erupt from the surface. Continue.
Cool. Icy volcanoes are pretty beautiful. That would be beautiful, wouldn't it?
Continue. Link end. Main. The explorers. Link. The ice beneath. The explorers. Feet begins to vibrate. And Carol Van Achtern spots a series of white plumes erupting from the ice, rapidly getting closer. The explorers wait where they are for the geysers to pass. 50%. The explorers run for the cookie. 30%.
All right, we can wait or we can run to the cookie. It doesn't matter. 50 and 30%, just flip a coin.
Run. Link. Run. Link. For the. Link. Run. Link. 30%. Button.
I'm gonna
End.
run.
Main. Run. Link. Failure. The explorers run for the cookie. But Carol Van Achtern falls behind the others and becomes lost in the blizzard. By the time he makes it to the ship, he has been severely battered by the flying ice shards. Continue. Link end.
Got
Main.
injured. More injuries.
Makes. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Again,
Link end.
remember?
Main. The cookie rests on the surface.
You need to take risk right now. Just keep your pilots, to me, the most important thing is keep your pilots alive. They're the ones that are going to help you the most.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link
You'll
end.
get some
Main.
people alive.
Take off and leave orbit. Unstable. Link.
Let's go check out the unstable part.
S geological instability is due to cause via. S geological instability is due to tidal flexing. The moon. S core is constantly being stretched and compressed by cause 6. S gravity. Seismic experiments determine that cause via. S geological instability is due to heat generated by the intense radioactivity in its crust. Carol Van Achtern is now level 2. Continue.
All right, Carol. Carol's been failing, but Carol, he's going for it. So now, once they start leveling, that's when you want to be a little bit more conservative with their use. When they're just level 1, like away team members, who cares? You can get another one. But once, and of course, you can't just blow through all your people. Eventually, your recruit costs are going to eat you alive. But, early on, you can afford to lose a few members. Unless you're trying to go for the achievement of never losing anybody. That's really hard to do. Yes, it is possible to get an achievement for never losing any crew member and beating the game. Mind you, that's going to take a person who's new to this game several months to get good practice at. Don't expect to pull that off immediately. That takes a lot of planning.
Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Is now level. Continue. Link end. Main. The explorers. Link. Ethan Warren begins feeling uncomfortably cold inside his suit. A suit diagnostic reveals that the suit's heating system is failing and his body heat is being lost. 2. Space. The explorers link their suit's life support systems to share the load. 50%. The explorers hurry Ethan back to the cookie. 30%.
Again, 50-30, it doesn't matter.
Back to the link. Ethan. Link. 30%. Ethan. Hurry. Link. The explorers. Link. 30%. The explorers. Link. The explorers hurry Ethan back to the cook. 30%. The explorers hurry. The explorer. Link not found. 50%. Button. The explorers link their suits' life support success. The other explorers' heating systems are still working properly for the time being. So the explorers link their suits together to share the load with the working heating systems, compensating for the failing one. The trek back to the cookie is uncomfortably cold, but not dangerously so. Continue. Link end. Main.
50-50.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main.
Sometimes I don't care.
Link end. Main. The cookie rests on the surface of cause via. Link not found. Take off and leave. Link not found. Link not
All right,
found.
we've done everything we can.
Take off and leave
Let's
orbit.
go ahead and
Ellipsis.
take off.
Link. Medium gas giant. Image. Cause is a binary hydrogen gas giant. Image. High gravity. Very cold. Cause 7. Small gas giant. Return. Link. Visited. High gravity. Very cold. Cause via. Small terrestrial. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Ooh, just 1 fuel. I like
Cookie
these
enters
1
orbit.
fuel
Cause 6.
costs.
A small. Very cold. Volatile rich. Gas giant. It has a somewhat land eccentric orbit. Land. Descending into the atmosphere. Would cost. Fuel. 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Link not found. Land eccentric. Link.
Let's land first.
The cookie descends into cause 6 S atmosphere. The planet S composition does not match the rest of the system and contains signs of a massive collision with another planetoid. It appears that the collision knocked it out of its former star system and it drifted interstellar space until it was captured by cause alpha S gravity. Continue. Link end. Main. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The cookie floats within the atmosphere of cos 6. A small, very cold, volatile rich gas giant. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Link not found.
Not much here.
Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Take off and leave. Link not found.
Yeah, we should
take off and leave orbit.
There's
Ellipsis.
nothing here.
Link end. Cos beta. Cos
Very
is a binary
nothing
system
world.
consisting of A. Pulsar. High gravity. Image. Very cos b. Small to return. Visited. Volatile rich. High gravity. Very cold. Cos 6. Small gas. In orbit. Travel. 4. Cos b. Travel. 4. In orbit. Travel. 4 fuel. Link.
Check out
An
this
alarm blares in the
world.
cabin. An asteroid is bearing down on the cookie.
Oh,
Its
we
low
got
albedo meant that the
asteroid
sensors
issues
did not
now.
detect it until too late, and the sluggish interplanetary drive cannot provide enough acceleration to move the ship out of danger. Pilot Alda Gilmar's daughter uses the landing engines to nudge the cookie out of the asteroid's path. 2 fuel. 60%. Brace for impact. 30%. Brace for impact. Link.
All right, so you can brace for impact or take the better chance. You have a double % better chance of having Hilda steer around it. Going to cost you a tiny bit of fuel. I would say the best bet is just to let her try to steer you around.
Alda Gilmar's daughter uses the landing engines to
That
nudge
might
the
work.
link. 60% uses the landing engines to nudge the failure. The landing engines can produce more thrust over a short
it's
time than the
done.
interplanetary drive, but they are shut down for interplanetary journeys. And Alda must race to reactivate them in time to avoid the collision. The landing engines move the ship, but not fast enough. The asteroid slams into the cookie, tearing off chunks of its hull plating and sending it spinning. Continue. Link
Great.
end. Main. And sending it spin. Continue. Link end. Main.
Nope, we didn't
Leave orbit.
succeed.
Ellipsis.
That's the
Link
thing.
end. Main.
60%
The
is
enters orbit.
not a
Cos B.
guarantee.
A small, very cold, descending into the atmosphere. Ring. Link. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Ring. Link. Land eccentric.
Let's
Link.
land anyway.
The cookie descends into cos b S atmosphere. Alda Gilmar's daughter studies the planet S composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue. Link end. Main.
Okay.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit.
Now
Ellipsis.
we gotta do the
Link
ring.
End. Main. The cookie floats with take off and leave orbit. Take off ring. Link. The cookie emerges from cos b S atmosphere. Cos b S ring system turns out to be the remains of the moon that came too close to its parent and broke up. Continue. Link end. Main.
Still a pretty mellow trip.
S ring system turns out to be link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. The explorers. Link. Alda Gilmar's daughter notices an energy surge from the star.
Uh-oh.
Cos alpha.
Now we're
indicating the
starting
beginning
to
of a
get
powerful stellar
problems.
flare. The current readings show only the leading edge of the radiation wave. Within hours, the cookie will be bombarded with more radiation than its shielding can handle, cutting both its systems and the explorers at risk. The explorers priorities protecting the ship systems. 0%. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part of the ship. 0%.
We have no success rate. 0-0.
Take. Link. Shelter in the most protected part of the ship. Link. Take. Link. The explorers. Link. The explorers take shelter in the most protected part. 0%. Button. The priorities. Link. At risk. Priorities. Link. The explorers priorities protecting the ship systems. Link. Them.
Doesn't
Failure.
matter.
The explorers use the ship's fabricator to print temporary radiation shielding panels to reinforce the shielding surrounding the
I've never
cookie
seen them do that
S-core
before,
systems
actually.
and perform an EVA to attach them. Unfortunately, the flare hits too quickly for them to attach them unwieldy panels in time. Not only does a dangerous amount of radiation penetrate the shielding, but Alda Gilmar's daughter is caught outside the ship and receives a dangerous dose. Continue.
Well, I guess that's a little bit more dangerous. I'll remember that in the future. Probably don't go outside the ship during a radiation issue.
Continue. Link end. Main. Ethan Warren, the cookie, has sustained too much damage to continue functioning. Its wreckage continues to orbit, cos B, until its orbit decays and it burns up in the atmosphere. Dead. Alda Gilmar's daughter is dead. Dead.
Oh,
Carol Van Achtern
we lost
is dead.
the ship.
Dead. Ethan Warren is dead. The end.
Oh boy. Well, I've never seen it do that before. That's a new one on me. I've never seen it just crash like that just because we got hit with radiation again. That's really unusual. Okay. Listen to the music. I'll be right back. I'm going to go use the restroom and I'll be right back. We'll try it again. That was really weird. It doesn't usually blow up the whole crew like that, but yeah, we're done. We just got toasted. We just got roasted. All right, let's use the restroom, grab a snack, and I'll be right back. Almost back. Just putting away some of my junk. I'll have to put it away later when I'm sleepy. Yeah, that was a funky little meltdown. That was a funky little meltdown. They were just being a bit of a punk on that one. That was some punk stuff right there.
The end. Link end. Main. The game over. The cookie was destroyed by a stellar flare on its third journey beyond the Chiron Gate. Data collected 186. Exploration. Systems visited 3. Worlds visited 13. Unique discoveries 14. Times found life 0. Civilizations encountered 0. Explorers embarked 7. Explorers killed 5. Highest level explorer Alda Ilmar's daughter. Level 2. Most missions Alda Ilmar's daughter. 2. Missions. All explorers. Show the cookie. Upgrades 2. Times damaged 7. Main menu.
We killed 5 members out of 7. Awesome. Well, that's how it goes.
Cookie. Link not found. The. Game over. Heading level 1. Game over. Heading. Link not found. Headings. Links. Link not found. Journey beyond the Chiron Gate. Data collected. Heading left 186. Exploration. Scans to main menu. Button. End. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Main menu. Button. End. Beyond the Chiron Gate. Image. Main. Landmark. Explore image. Activate. New game. How to play. New game. Link.
Start a new game.
Continue. Link end. Main. The middle of the 23rd century. A space probe operated by the Global Astronomical Society detects unusual energy readings from the asteroid 2060 Chiron. A crewed follow-up mission detects a million-year-old artifact buried beneath the asteroid surface. A ring of exotic matter that bends space and gravity. A gate, which when activated could lead anywhere in the galaxy. The newly formed Chiron project establishes a permanent research station in orbit of the asteroid and begins constructing a ship that can safely traverse the wormhole. For the first time in human history, the speed of light can be bypassed. The stars themselves are within reach. In a ceremony live-streamed by most of the human race, the Chiron project's leaders name their ship the Dice. Continue.
I thought it said streamed by most of the human race, so some people were still watching the football game and basketball. Like, screw this, we don't care.
In a ceremony live-streamed by most of
We
the
don't
human race,
care about
the Chiron
having access to the stars. We're just watching the game. Leave us alone. Some guys there pumping weight in the gym, like, I don't care.
M dash. Continue. Link end. Main.
All right, let's go name our ship.
Olga Antonova. Hopeful interstellar explorers flock to Chiron base from across the solar system. And the Chiron project selection committee sorts most promising candidates into 6 specialties. But the narrowness of the gate means that the Voyager can only be made large enough to carry 3 explorers. So the selection committee must choose carefully. Pilot. Alda Gunnar. She/her. Edit. An experienced courier ship pilot.
Oh,
Level
we have our
1,
daughter lady
10,
back again.
XP. Add. Medic. Blahoslav. An experienced courier ship pilot. Level 1.
We always liked her. The daughter's good.
Left paren. 0/10. XP. Add. Button.
Let's take her.
Remove. Pilot. Alda Gunnar. She. Medic. Blahoslav's. Left paren.
No medics.
Say/them. Right paren. Edit. But. Field medic for the level 1. Left paren. 0/10. XP. Add. Button. Engineer. Image. Olga Antonova.
We'll take the engineer.
Left paren. She/her. Right paren. Edit. Design geoengine. Level 1. Left paren. 0/10. XP. Add. Button.
Okay.
Planetary scientist. Boris Selenko.
Nah, planetary scientists have been pretty weak.
Left he/him. Right edit. 1 amate. Level 1. Left 0/10. XP. Add. But. Biologist. Image.
Let's take a biologist this time.
Hoshino. Left she/her. Right edit. Published. Level 1. Left 0/10. XP. Add. Button.
All right.
Remove.
That's
Pilot.
good.
Alda Gunnar. Confirm selection. Link end. Main. At last, after
All
years
right.
of preparation,
This time we
the day
take a
comes.
little
The
different
umbilicals detach, leaving the
loadout.
Voyager drifting between Chiron base and the asteroid, floating weightless in the command module. The explorers tensely run through systems checks with Chiron base control until the ship is confirmed ready. The all-clear comms. Alda Gunnar fires the maneuvering thrusters, and the ship edges towards the eerily glowing ring of the Chiron Gate. Ellipsis. Enter the gate. Enter the gate. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Enter the gate. Link end. Main. Continue. Link end. Main. The wormhole's gravity takes hold, and the Voyager rushes along a flickering tunnel of light. Gravitational eddies tug at the ship and turn the explorers' stomachs. The navigational sensors struggle to make sense of the exotic environment, but at last put together an image of a complex multi-dimensional network of wormholes through which the tiny Voyager hurtles uncontrolled. Moments later, with the final shudder and power surge, the Voyager shoots out of the wormhole and into normal space. Continue. Link not found. Shoots out of the wormhole and into normal space. Hurdles uncontrolled. Continue. Link end. Main. In orbit of. Star pattern analysis shows that the Voyager has traveled hundreds of light years in a few seconds. The explorers watch as the sensors put together a picture of the alien star system. Bellatrix is a binary system consisting of A, blue-white, giant, much more massive than the sun and much brighter, and orange. Hypergean. The Voyager is orbiting the wormhole back to Chiron Base. Giant star. Bellatrix Alpha. Hypergean star. Bellatrix Beta. Medium terrestrial planet. Bellatrix I. Travel. 40 fuel. Large terrestrial planet. Bellatrix 2. Travel. 35 fuel. Small terrestrial planet. Bellatrix IA. Travel. 35 fuel. Medium terrestrial planet. Bellatrix II. Travel. 35 fuel. Medium terrestrial planet. Bellatrix 3. Travel. 30 fuel. Small terrestrial planet. Bellatrix IV. Travel. 25 fuel. Large terrestrial planet. Bellatrix B. Travel. 20 fuel. Minor planet. Bellatrix Ba. Travel. 20 fuel. Small terrestrial planet. Bellatrix BB. Travel. 20 fuel. Small gas. Giant. Bellatrix 6. Travel. 15 fuel. Medium terrestrial planet. Bellatrix 7. Travel. 10 fuel. Small gas giant. Bellatrix 8. Travel. 5 fuel. In orbit. Gate. Bellatrix Gate. Return. Cancel.
Well, I like when we're at the bottom. We don't have to go down there first. All right. All these planets are far apart from each other. We had to burn some fuel, traveling. That's fine, though. First mission's not hard.
Small terrestrial. Explore image. Small terrestrial. Bellatrix VP. Travel. 20 fuel. Travel. Fuel. Link. Right paren. Link. Fuel. Link. Image. Bellatrix VP. Small terrestrial. Travel. 20 fuel. Bellatrix VA. Travel. Small. Bellatrix. Fuel. Link. Small gas giant. Bellatrix 6. Travel. Medium terrestrial. Bellatrix 6. Travel. Small gas giant. Bellatrix 8. Travel. In orbit. Image. Travel. 5 fuel. Link.
No 5 fuel.
The interplanetary fusion drive fires, and the Voyager begins its first journey into an alien star system. The explorers begin their routine, checking over the systems, setting up their scientific equipment, and adjusting to life on board. Their training at Chiron Base has given them all experience of living in space, so there is nothing unfamiliar about their day-to-day lives besides the alien light of the Bellatrix system's binary stars. At last, Bellatrix 8 becomes a bright point in the forward windows, then a disk, and then begins to show detail. Alda Gunnar fires the engine burn that will place the Voyager into orbit. While the explorers port over the data as it comes in from the sensors, identifying points of interest for closer investigation. Continue. Link end. Main.
She's my returning star.
Over the data as it comes in from the sensors. Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager enters orbit of Bellatrix 8. A small. Descending into the ring. Link. Land eccentric. Link.
Let's land first, always.
The Voyager descends into Bellatrix 8's atmosphere. Alda Gunnar studies the planet's composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue. Link end. Main.
Alright, let's try not to get her injured. Take advantage of her inspiration for being the first one to step foot in a new world.
Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. With it during the star system's formation. Studies the. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager floats within the atmosphere of Bellatrix 8. A small, very cold, hydrogen gas giant. Its eccentric. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Take off ring. Link. Ring. Link. Take off. Link. Take off ring. Link. Ring. Link.
Take you to take off ring.
Voyager. The Voyager emerges from. Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Emerges from. Link not found. Bellatrix 8's atmosphere. The ring system is composed of millions of asteroids that have been captured by. Continue. Link end.
Continue.
Main. The Voyager is orbiting over the night side of Bellatrix 8, but the surface below lights up with crackling spirals of energy. A freak electrical storm is occurring in the planet's atmosphere, and beautiful but potentially deadly energy discharges are arcing through its atmosphere. Pilot Alda Gunnar flies the Voyager into the atmosphere to gather data from the heart of the storm. 2 fuel. 55%. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a remote probe to collect data from the storm. 75%. The explorers watch the light show. The explorers. Link.
All right, so when you have 2 different professionals who want to do something, it's up to you to decide who you want to do it and how much risk you want to assume. I don't care. It's just so early, it doesn't really matter. So I'll take the higher percentage chance that the probe's not going to blow up in our face, but it is.
Watch. Link. Crew. Image. Explore image. Activate. Drag percent at. Explore image. Activate. Default. Atmosphere. Pilot Alda Gunnar flies the Voyager. 55%. Engineer Olga Antonova. 75. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a remote probe.
Engineer.
Success. Olga. S-probe deorbits and enters the storm. The winds suck it deep into the atmosphere, where it transmits its findings back to the Voyager before it is inevitably destroyed. Continue. Link end. Main.
That's good. Well, we did okay.
Continue. Link end.
Got
Main.
successful.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager. Leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link
Let's
end.
get out of
Main.
here.
Bellatrix Alpha. Bellatrix.
We're doing pretty good so far. Let's change our music because this is getting a little old.
App switcher. Beyond the Chiron Gate. My noise. Active. My
All
noise.
right. Thank you to My Noise BBA.
My noise. My noises. Back button.
Let's get something a little bit different.
My noises. Back button. My noises. Meditational soundscape. Nightscape. Nocturnal nature sounds. Tab bar. Calibrations. Tab. Favorites. Tab.
Go to our favorites.
Warp speed. Favorite on March 26th. Sad Minstrel. Big Life Dog. Sad Minstrel. Act. Sad Minstrel. Default. Cinematic East. Act. Rain noise. From India. Favorite on Summer Festival. Favorite on January 2nd. EDM to the power of 2. Favorite. Industrial Revolution. Local bar. Favorite on December 26th. Into balance. Default. Rain noise. Default. Slow vibes. Default. Sad minstrel. Favorite on Alpha Omega. Favorite on December 11th, 2022 at 7:12 p.m. Actions available. Phrygian Universe. Default. Rain Lullaby. Default. Imaginary Reality. Favorite on December. Ominous. Default. Medieval Library. Favorite on November. Happy Place. Favorite on October. Space Exploration. Favorite on October 24th. Space Gazer. Default. Actions available. Cricket. Favorite on October 12th. Dreamcatcher. Default. Actions available.
Dreamcatcher. Let's try that.
40%. Adjustable. Subbase. Swipe up or down with one finger to adjust the value.
This sounds relaxing.
Button. Button. Equalizer up. Button. Increase all equalizer up.
There we go. Now we can hear it. It was a little low. Okay, this is Dreamcatcher by My Noise BBA.
App switcher. My Noise. Beyond the Chiron Gate. Active.
All right. That's inspiring me
Beyond
a
the
little
Chiron
bit.
Gate. Main. Button. Navigation. Cancel. Link end. Link not found. Travel. 5 fuel. Link.
All right, let's go to the next planet.
Right paren. Link. Cancel. Link end. Main. Right. Bellatrix. Gate. Image. Return. Visited. Image. Hydrogen. High graph. Very cold. Bellatrix 8. Small gas giant. In orbit. Image. Travel. 5 fuel.
Let's go another 5 fuel.
Voyager. Enters orbit. Bellatrix 7. A medium sized. Cold. Ice. Planet with moderate gravity. And A. Thick. Carbon dioxide. Atmosphere. Its surface is land unstable and heavily. Land cratered. Land. Landing. Would cost. Fuel. 4. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Landing. Land cratered. Link.
Land craters. Sounds good to me.
2.5 centuries ago, Neil Armstrong's first step onto the moon was broadcast live to the whole human race. With no way to communicate through the Chiron Gate, humanity's first step onto an extrasolar planet will be witnessed only by the Voyager S crew, but a dozen cameras are recording the moment for posterity. The outer airlock opens, revealing the icy surface of Bellatrix 7. The first human to set foot on a world beyond the Chiron Gate is Alda Gunnar, Olga Antonova, Hoshino Ren, Link end.
Always your pilot.
S crew, but a dozen icy. Alda Gunnar, Link. Continue. Link end. Main. Alda Gunnar descends the ramp and solemnly places her foot on the alien ground. Her suit's medical monitor registers a brief spike in heart rate. The explorers all know that the Chiron project is a group effort between the Voyager S crew and the thousands of staff back at Chiron base. But even so, Alda will always remember that she was the first human being to set foot on an extrasolar planet. Continue.
So inspiration, I do believe, grants 5% more success, so it's definitely worth it.
Continue. Link end. Main. Hoshino Ren. Main. Landmark. Hoshino Ren finds that the craters are the marks of millions of years of impacts. All the way back to the star system's formation. Continue.
Hashina's getting a little extra research in. That's really good. Good job.
All the way back to the star system's continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager rests on the heavily cratered surface of Bellatrix 7. A medium-sized, cold, ice planet with moderate gravity and a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere. Its primordial surface bears the scars of take off and leave orbit. Unstable. Link.
Let's check out unstable.
Seismic experiments determine that Bellatrix 7 has a hot, molten core whose heat powers the crust's tectonic activity. Continue. Link end.
Okay.
Main. Continue. Link end.
No problems yet.
Engineer. Link. Image. Bellatrix 7. S unstable surface shifts. And Alda
here we go.
vanishes into a newly opened fissure. She eventually stops, moving tens of meters down. Wedged precariously
They're trying to
between
kill
icy
off my
walls.
pilot.
For the moment, she is unharmed, but she does not know if she can safely climb back up. Engineer Olga Antonova constructs a harness and winch to safely rescue Alda. 55%. The other explorers lower road. 40%.
40 and 50. Doesn't matter. I'll just take the highest percentage. Doesn't matter. It's a fail.
The other explorers lower. Link. 50. Engineer Olga Antonova constructs a harness and winch. Can safely climb back up. Engineer Olga Antonova constructs a harness and winch to safely rescue Alda. Link. 55%. Engineer Olga Antonova constructs a harness. Success. Before lowering a rope
we made
to
it.
Alda. Olga takes the time to construct a winch and anchor it to Bellatrix 7 S surface. The resulting mechanism is much sturdier than merely holding a rope would have been, and smoothly pulls Alda to the surface, unharmed. Continue. Link end.
That's
Main.
good. So whenever your people succeed in one of their schemes, it gives them a little extra experience.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager rests on the heavily cratered surface of Bellatrix 7. A medium-sized, cold, ice planet with moderate gravity and a thick carbon dioxide atmosphere. Its
Sitting
primordial
in this
surface bears the
chair
scars of
all day
millions of years of
long,
impact craters dating back to the system's formation. It has a
I'm
large
getting a
molten
little
core
bit
whose
of
heat
a
makes the surface geologically
sore leg.
unstable. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
I should have did some yoga today. I feel like I need some yoga. I need to stretch out my legs.
Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link. Medium terrestrial planet. Image.
All right,
Bellatrix
let's
is a
keep
binary
moving
system
here.
consisting of A. Visited. Image. Carbon dioxide. Moderate gravity. Cold. Image. Bellatrix 7. Medium terrestrial. In orbit. Image. Travel. 5 fuel.
Let's go to the next planet.
The Voyager enters orbit of Bellatrix 6. A small, temperate, volatile rich gas giant. It has a somewhat land-eccentric orbit. Land. Descending into the atmosphere. Would cost. Fuel. 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Descending into the atmosphere.
We'll go, of course, gotta go down.
Land eccentric. Link.
Gotta land. That's how you find stuff.
The Voyager descends into Bellatrix 6's atmosphere. Alda Gunnar studies the planet's composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue.
Cool.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager floats within the atmosphere of Bellatrix 6, a small, temperate, volatile rich gas giant. Its eccentric orbit is the result of a link not found. Link not found. Crew. Image. Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found. With another body in the distance. Take off and crew. Image. Take off with another massive collision. Gas giant. Its eccentric volatile rich. Comma. Temperate. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Nothing
Link
else.
End. Main. Bellatrix is a binary system consisting of A. Blue white. Bellatrix Va. Minor planet. Travel. Bellatrix B. Large terrestrial. Travel. 10 few. Bellatrix IV. Travel. Large. Bellatrix. Travel. 5. Small terrestrial planet. Bellatrix BB. Travel. 5. In orbit. Image. Travel. 5
Let's
fuel.
go another
Link.
5 fuel.
An alarm blares in the cabin. An asteroid is bearing down on the Voyager. Its low albedo
asteroid.
meant that the sensors did not detect it until too late, and the sluggish interplanetary drive cannot provide enough acceleration to move the ship out of danger. Pilot Alda Gunnar uses the landing engines to nudge the Voyager out of the asteroid's path. 2 fuel. 60%. Engineer Olga Antonova pushes the interplanetary drive past its limits. 5 fuel. 55%. Brace for impact. 30%. Brace
Well,
for
in
impact.
this
Link.
case, since the percentage between both of their plans is pretty negligible, I'm just going to let my engineer do it and save the fuel.
Brace for impact. Link.
Both are going to fail.
Engineer Olga Antonova pushes the 55%. Engineer Olga Antonova pushes the success. The
Oh,
Voyager
not
S
this
interplanetary
time.
ion drive was
She got
designed to provide
lucky.
a small but constant acceleration for weeks at a time. Ideal for journeys between planets but ill-suited for unexpected course changes. Olga disengages the drive safeties and increases its power, hoping to get enough acceleration out of it to avoid the asteroid without shutting it down. The ion drive's panel flashes with danger lights, but the drive smoothly accelerates the Voyager until it is out of danger, and the asteroid flashes harmlessly past the ship. Olga throttles the drive back to its safe level and begins repairing the damage caused by her. Man-over. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main.
You guys are some lucky crew.
Per. Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager enters orbit of Bellatrix BB. A small, hot, rocky, moon with low gravity and a thin carbon dioxide atmosphere. It has a somewhat land eccentric orbit. A land cave system honeycombs its crust.
Oh, land
landing
cave
with cost.
system.
Fuel. 2.
I
Leave orbit.
love
Ellipsis.
caves. Reminds me of RPGs.
Land cave system.
Let's
Link.
go check out that land cave system.
The Voyager touches down on Bellatrix B. Study of the caves reveals that they were created by millions of years of liquid erosion. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main.
Good.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager rests on the surface of Bellatrix BB. A small, hot, rocky, moon with low gravity and a eccentric. Link.
Let's check out the eccentric landing.
Olga Antonova studies the moon's composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Olga Antonova is now level 2. Continue.
Ooh, got
Continue.
yourself a
Link
level
end.
2.
Main.
That's really good. We're doing great. I think this is our first mission too.
Link not found. Link not found. Is now level. Link not found. Is now level 2. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link not found. Link not found.
That's it.
Take off and leave orbit.
Let's leave.
Ellipsis. Link.
Leave
Medium
orbit.
terrestrial planet. Image. Bellatrix is a binary system. Bellatrix Va. Minor planet. Travel. Bellatrix V. Large terrestrial. Travel. 5. Bellatrix IV. Travel. 1. Minor planet. Image. Bellatrix Va. Travel. 1 few. In orbit. Image.
We got to be careful with our fuel though. Make sure you're not using up all your fuel.
Travel. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Well, we're going to check our
Voyager
fuel after
matches orbit
this.
with Bellatrix Va. A small, hot, minor, rocky, moon. It orbits very close to Bellatrix V. It is land unusually light for a body of its size. Landing would cost fuel 0. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Landing would cost. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Crew 3/3. Fuel 56.
Yeah, so we're half our fuel's gone. So, and we're going to need quite a bit of this fuel to get back to the gate. So you got to be careful. We could do a few more places, but we got to leave enough to get back.
Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Land unusually light.
Let's just
Link.
land unusually light.
Main. Landmark. The Voyager touches down on Bellatrix Va. The planetoid's rock has a foamy consistency with many tiny internal voids, similar to pumice. Olga Antonova realizes that it formed filled with bubbles of water ice or other volatiles, which gradually outgassed
I need
gently
some
enough to leave the
pumice to
planetoid riddled
scrub
with
my
voids. Continue.
feet. I need pumice for my dry feet.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. The Voyager rests on the surface of Bellatrix Va. A small, hot, minor, rocky, moon. It was once riddled with bubbles of ice or other volatiles, which gently outgassed, leaving it with a foamy, pumice-like consistency. It orbits very close to Bellatrix V. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found. Take off and leave orbit.
That's it.
Ellipsis. Link end. Medium terrestrial planet.
All right, let's
Image.
check out our trip home. We got to make sure we have enough fuel.
Visited. Image. Travel. Small. Bellatrix 8. Very high. Visited. Travel. 15. Gate. Image. Bellatrix Gate. Travel. 20 fuel. Link.
So 20 fuel, we can do 1 or 2 more things. We need to save at least 25 fuel for the trip home. So we can do 1 or 2 more missions.
Travel. 5. Bellatrix. Small terrestrial. Travel. Bellatrix 3. Medium terrestrial. Travel. 15. Bellatrix II. Travel. Small terrestrial. Bellatrix IV. Travel. 5. Large terrestrial. Bellatrix V. Travel. 1. In orbit. Image. Travel. 1 fuel. Link.
Let's go to this next place.
Voyager. Enters orbit. Bellatrix V. A large. Hot. Rocky. Planet with high gravity and a thick helium atmosphere. Its surface is land unstable and heavily land cratered. Landing would cost fuel 6. Leave orbit. Ellipsis. Landing.
Okay.
Land cratered. Link.
Let's check out the craters.
Voyager. S engine strained to set the ship down safely under Bellatrix V. S high gravity. Olga Antonova determines that the craters are all geologically recent. Geological activity periodically resurfaces the planet, wiping any craters away. But these craters are the marks of a recent heavy bombardment that happened since the last resurfacing. Continue. Link end. Main.
Okay.
Link not found. Crew. Image. Continue. Link end. Main. The Explorers. Link. Bellatrix V. S unstable surface periodically shifts to reveal deeper layers of its crust, providing intriguing opportunities for geological study. The Explorers. Spot. A rocky slope that looks like it could provide insights into the planet's geological history, but it could be unstable and disturbing. It could cause an avalanche. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a remote probe to collect samples from a safe distance. 80%. The Explorers ignore the danger and climb the slope to collect samples. 50%. The Explorers decide not to risk it.
So you can get a 100% chance to succeed and do nothing, learn nothing, gain nothing. You can do something risky, and that's up to you. You can Captain Kirk it, or you can Picard it and just study it for a little bit with a little Geordie LaForge action.
The Explorers ignore the danger and climb. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a remote probe to collect samples from a safe distance.
We'll just go ahead and do it the next generation way.
S geological history. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a remote probe to collect samples from a safe 80%. Engineer Olga Antonova builds a remote probe to success. Olga S improvised rover cannot choose the samples as carefully as a trained planetary scientist would have been able to, but its lightweight means that it does not release the destructive potential of the delicately balanced rocks. It drills samples from a selection of the rocks and trundles back down the slope to the Explorers. Continue. Link end. Main.
Maybe we should start bringing more planetary science. Sounds like we might. They are really good at dealing with these weird geological things.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Unstable. Link.
Let's check out the unstable.
Whose heat powers the crust tectonic activity? Seismic experiments determine that Bellatrix V has a hot, molten core. Whose heat powers the crust tectonic activity? Alda Gunnar is now level 2. Hoshino Ren is now level 2.
Wow.
Continue.
Everybody's level 2. This is a perfect mission so far.
Is now level. Continue. Link end. Main. The Explorers. Link. On the way back to the Voyager. Hoshino Ren begins to lag behind the rest of the group, and her breathing becomes labored. The planet S high gravity is taking its toll, and she is suffering from exhaustion. Engineer Olga Antonova adjusts Ren's suit joints to let the suit take more of her weight. 60%. The other Explorers drag Ren back to the Voyager. 50%. The Explorers walk back to the Voyager. 30%.
Alexa, what time is it?
It's 10:04 p.m.
I think we're going to start wrapping this up pretty soon. This is a good place to leave it at. I'd also like to do a little reading and maybe do some stretching before I go to bed tonight. I don't want to record too long tonight. Plus, I've got to edit this real quick, which is not going to require much. I don't edit anything out, just clip the ends. But yeah, I think we're going to chill this. Maybe I would play a lot longer, but I also got to get up tomorrow. My girlfriend and her daughter, we're going to get a bed tomorrow. We're looking for some furniture for my girlfriend's office. So yeah, we're going to be pretty busy tomorrow, and I don't want to get too tired. Plus, I want to get up, get a nice stretch in, get a good little, maybe do a little jog, get a little something done tomorrow. So, because I'm going to be indoors the rest of the late evening, which is being kind of boring. So I do want to get out and get some fresh spring air. So maybe what we're going to do here, let's wrap it up. Let's get this mission done. Let's go back to Chiron Base, and then let's call it quits, and I'll come back later, maybe tomorrow night. Maybe tomorrow night I'll come back and finish this up. I don't have any playlists yet, so, I'll try to number this so y'all don't, get burned here. So I'll just call this Doing Anything I Want missions. Number 1, and then the next one will be number 2. So, we're doing whatever we want to do. We're having fun. We're not worried about it. But with everyone level 2, I really don't want to lose anybody. This could be a very good start of a good crew. So let's just finish this up. It's almost like 10 something. I have the nice window open, airing the place out. I had a nice dinner. I made some very good baked chicken, had some nice delicious onions, and it was so delicious, and a nice little jasmine rice. It was really delicious. Anyway, let's wrap it up.
The other 60%. Button. Engineer Olga Antonova just ran a suit joints to let the suit take more of her weight. 60%. Button.
Let's
Engineer
let
Olga
her
Antonova
help.
just ran a suit joints to let the suit. Failure. Olga. Adjusts. Ren. S-suit. But the makeshift adjustments are not sturdy enough to withstand the high gravity. And Ren.
Yeah,
collapses.
we knew it was
The
gonna be
explorers
Phil.
manage to carry her back to the Voyager. But she has serious internal injuries. Continue.
Of
Continue.
course.
Link end. Main.
Now they're trying to kill him.
Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end.
Alright.
Main. Link not found. Link not found. Take off and leave. Link not found. Helium. Take off and leave. Link not found. Rest on the. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis.
Let's just
Link
take
end.
off.
Medium terrestrial planet. Image.
Alright, so we
Bellatrix
maybe
is a
can
binary system
do-
consisting of A. Blue white.
We can do one more mission. We only have 1 or 2 injuries, so we can do one more and then we can go back home.
Carbon dioxide. Low grav. Hot. Bellatrix. Small terrestrial planet. Travel. 1. Visited. Image. Hot. Bellatrix. Minor. Return. Visited. Helium atmosphere. High gravity. Hot. Bellatrix B. Large terrestrial. In orbit. Image. Travel. 5 fuel.
Let's
Link.
go to this one and then we're going home.
The Voyager enters orbit of Bellatrix IV. A small, hot, rocky planet with low gravity and a thin carbon dioxide atmosphere. It has a somewhat land-eccentric orbit. Powerful winds tear through its atmosphere, making landing potentially hazardous. A layer of land dust covers its surface. Landing would cost fuel to leave orbit. Ellipsis. Landing.
Okay, so probably dust.
Land dust. Link.
Let's go check that out.
Dashed against the Voyager is caught in a powerful wind vortex, which throws it around with such force that it is in danger of being shaken apart or dashed against the rocky surface. Pilot Alda Gunnar flies the ship through the storm. 2 fuel. 65%. The explorers abort the mission and return to orbit. 70%.
We're going for it. Yeah, I know.
Link not found. Alda Gunnar Link.
We're doing what we want to do.
65. Alda Gunnar Link. Success. Alda Gunnar takes full manual control of the Voyager and throws it into the wind currents, expertly judging when to ride out the rushing winds and when to wrestle against them. The engines strain in protest, and the explorers are thrown violently around in their straps. But Alda manages to maintain control until the vortex dies down and the sky becomes clear again. Engineer Olga Antonova goes out in the windstorm to study how the Voyager's aerodynamics could be improved. 40%. Continue.
Ooh.
Continue. Link end. Main.
We have a 40% chance to get some new technology. You know we're going for it.
Olga Antonova. Link. 40%. Olga Antonova. Link. Success. Wind blows past the outer airlock doors. Olga
yes.
suits up and triple checks. Her
Man, this
tether,
has just
she
been
ventures,
very
up and
good.
clambers across the exterior of the Voyager to study how the alien atmosphere flows around the habitat ring, sensors, solar panels and heat sinks. There are tense moments, but eventually, she makes it safely back to the airlock and writes up extensive notes about how the ship's aerodynamics could be improved. Adaptive aerodynamics. The adaptive aerodynamics upgrade can now be researched at Chiron Gate. Continue. Adaptive aerodynamics.
So-
Image.
When you hear something like adaptive aerodynamics, that means you can. It's just like the armor plating upgrade. With a sufficient amounts of resources, you can research it back at Chiron Base. So these are always really good. This means that you're not going to have this problem with this kind of landing as badly in the future. So it's really good. So, and these things can have levels too. By the way, you may learn something and then you might learn a more evolved version of it, which is the roguelike part of this game. So, that's what I mean by taking risk. You don't get anywhere in this game by playing too conservatively. But then again, if you play too loosey-goosey, you also can blow the ship.
Adaptive aerodynamics. Continue. Link end. Main. Link not found. Link not found. Adaptive aerodynamics. Continue. Link
go.
end. Main.
Continue.
Alda Gunnar Main. Landmark. Alda Gunnar discovers that the planet's crust is composed largely of carbon, and the sparkling dust covering the surface consists of countless tiny diamonds. Continue.
Lots of research. We're doing
Discovers
good.
that the Continue.
We're
Link end.
learning
Main.
so
Thinks that they could
much.
yield insights that could be applied to spaceship construction.
Another
Beneath the shallow diamond
research.
dust that covers Bellatrix IV are immense slabs of solid diamond. Most lie flat, but some protrude at angles from the glittering surface, achieving bizarre crystalline shapes never seen in earthly diamonds. They are vanishing within in places but still extremely resilient. And Hoshino Ren thinks that they could yield insights that could be applied to spaceship construction. If the explorers can safely retrieve a sample, the explorers attempt to retrieve a sample. 30%. The explorers log their findings and move on.
Now, this is a very risky mission. Diamonds are going to pierce their suit, so likely this is going to fail, but we're going to go for it. But then, because this is the final mission anyway, we're going back home. And I would say if you're going to take risks, do it when everyone's relatively healthy and you're leaving.
There. Link. Log. Link. There. Link. Log. The explorers. Link. The explorers log their findings and move on. The explorers attempt to retrieve a sample. Link. Space diamonds are forever. Beneath the shallow diamond dust that covered Bellatrix IV are immense. They are vanishing within. The explorers attempt to retrieve 30%. The explorers attempt to retrieve a sample.
Let's get a
Link.
sample.
Success. Hoshino Ren climbs the
3
face of the
successes
immense
in a
crystal
row.
and uses cutting tools to
It's
retrieve
too
samples from
good.
different parts of its structure. Examining them back in the Voyager's lab, she can already see ways that the crystals could be used to make the Voyager's structural elements more compact. Expanded crew quarters. The expanded crew quarters. Upgrade can now be
yes.
researched at Chiron Base. Continue. Expanded crew
That's
quarters. Image.
perfect. That's one of the best upgrades you can get. We'll be able to have 4 crew members now, which is amazing, which means we can make our crew even more diverse. So this has been a very good trip. We are going to continue this tomorrow night with some more action here.
Expanded crew. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. And link not found. Bellatrix IV. Eccentric. Link.
Should we take one more risk? Let's do the eccentric landing.
Alda Gunnar.air studies the planet's composition and finds traces of a large planetoid that collided with it during the star system's formation, pushing it into its current eccentric orbit. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main. Continue.
Pretty
Link
easy,
end.
money.
Main. Engineer. Link. Image. As the explorers made their way across Bellatrix IV. S surface. Their suit displays begin to flash warning messages. The planet S fine dust is accumulating in the suit's machinery, and it will eventually cause their life support systems to malfunction. Engineer Olga Antonova reinforces the suit seals against the dust. 60%. The explorers ignore the dust and return to the Voyager. 50%. The explorers stop to clean the dust from their suits. 30%.
All right, all these are usually pretty poor chances. Take the 60%. It's your best bet.
Olga Antonova. Link. 60%. Olga Antonova. Link. Success. Olga seals the
4
suits.
successes
Delicate
in a row.
components against the
Boy,
fine dust.
we're going
It
to
is
pay
only a
for
temporary
this.
modification, but it holds long enough for the explorers to get back to the ship. Continue. Continue.
We're
Link
going to
end.
pay
Main.
for all this luck.
The explorers. Continue. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Ellipsis. Link end. Main. Take off and leave orbit. Link not found. Link not found. Covers its surface. Take off and leave orbit.
Let's get out of here.
Link. Medium terrestrial
going
planet.
home.
Image. Bellatrix. Low gravity. Image. Carbon. Travel. Small gas giant. Bellatrix 6. Temperate. High grav. Volatile. Visited. Travel. Medium. Bellatrix. Cold. Moderate grav. Carbon dioxide. Visited. Travel. Small gas. Bellatrix 8. Very high gravity. Hydrogen gas. Visited. Travel. Gate. Image. Bellatrix Gate. Travel. 25 fuel. Link.
Let's go.
The Voyager approaches the gate leading back to the Sol system. Leave orbit. Ellipsis.
This has
approaches
been
the
one of the best runs on a solar system in a long time.
approaches the link not found. Gate. Link. Tries to move the link. Just visible through the flickering wormhole light is a dark lattice, as if an immense
last
artificial
minute.
structure is holding this part of the tunnel in shape. Pilot Alda Gunnar tries to move the Voyager closer in order to get better readings. 45%. The explorers ignore the structure.
Of course, we're going for it.
Just visible through the flickering wormhole light. Tries to move the link. 45%. Tries to move the link. Failure. Too late.
Nope, well,
Alda realizes that the lattice
we
is causing
almost-
space-time near it to twist into dangerous
almost a
eddies.
complete
The Voyager
success.
is flung across the tunnel and spins out of control
That's
into normal
fine.
space. Continue.
We
Continue.
had the whole
Link end.
integrity.
Main.
It was worth a try.
Link not found. Continue. Link end. Main. S return breakout bottles of champagne. The project's engineers begin examining how the ship performed on its mission.
Now,
As research
that's
groups
a
get ready
good
to study
reason
the
to
data it
break
brought
out
back.
champagne.
A feeling of triumph and jubilation spreads
Last
throughout the base
time
and
y'all
across the
broke it
inhabited
out
solar
when we
system.
had 2
Humanity's
people
first
dead.
interstellar mission was a success. Once again, the Voyager
Should've
rushes through the
been
flickering tunnel of light
bagpipes.
and then emerges into the middle of Chiron Base. Alda Gunnar quickly gets the ship spinning under control and
I
brings it into
also
dock with the
thought
ship
we'd
yard.
play
After their time amid alien stars,
Beyond the
the
Chiron
explorers are
Gate
relieved to see
on
the
a
familiar
memorial
constellations and the
day.
yellow light of Sol. In the floating habitats of Chiron Base, personnel who had been anxiously awaiting the Voyager S return break out bottles of champagne. The project's engineers begin examining how the ship performed on its mission, and the research groups get ready to study the data it brought back. A feeling of triumph and jubilation spreads throughout the base and across the inhabited solar system. Humanity's first interstellar mission was a success. Continue. Continue. Link end. Main. The gathered project personnel look at the images of while the explorers
All
recover.
right, you know this part. All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up right here. I'll hear you guys tomorrow again. We'll play some more part 2 of this. This is a good start. So thank you very much for coming to Game Double Tap, where you get uninterrupted, unedited, long Let's Plays with none of the salty and sour aftertaste. Thank you very much, y'all. Good night. Sleep tight. And I'll hear you next time on Double Tap.